Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Chimmel here, the GOAT of ring announcers. And I'd like to welcome everyone to the Three Bells Podcast. I'd also like to say thank you for watching and continue to support this show.
You guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast.
Mundo, CEO, President Manuel Lawan, First Lady Sylvie, Triple J, and Shane O'Mac.
Coming to you live each and every Monday night from Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown, featuring WWE PLEs, news and more. Tune in live on YouTube and follow our socials. You better follow me. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I gotta get used to saying good afternoon because we're usually at nighttime. What's good, everybody? It's me, your homie Shane O'Mac.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the money.
Coming to you live from the East York section of the Three Bells Podcast table. Something looks weird here, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm here alone, but there's a good reason. And we almost didn't have a podcast, but we're here. So welcome everybody for our night, or should we say day of champions live reaction show. We're just going to get right to it because I'm here. I'm excited to be here. Hopefully all of you are out there excited to be here. So like the fellas would say at this time, let's do it. Let's get it, for this is Three Bells Podcast, everybody. All right, so just so everybody knows, the Three Bell Podcast consists of 5 people. We have Mundo, aka CEO. We have our sports guy, Triple J. We have our Tri-State Mania homie, Lawan. And then we have a First Lady, Sylvie. First off, you got to understand that this is out of the norm for us to have a show so early. 1 p.m.? I mean, I'm just having my cup of coffee, waking up having a cup of coffee around this time. And I'm even using the sunlight here, not even using my light. Like, this is all so new. Anyway, we have our guy, Mundo, a.k.a. CEO. He's the guy that put all of this together. He's working. He has to work. He's probably underneath, he's probably underneath in the tunnels right now. Probably can't even hear and say hello. And we have our sports guy, Triple J. He is hanging out with his daughter, for she has graduated and she is on her way to college. So he is taking care of that, making sure that she is settled in. And we also have our Tri-State Mania homie, Lawan. He also has to work. And he probably won't get off till like later tonight. So shout out to Lawan. And then we have our First Lady, Sylvie. We have a First Lady. Every faction needs a lady. And she's also dealing with the family, dealing with the kids. And we give her a shout out as well. So that leaves me, the old guy, the Shane O'Mac guy. The guy that has all of this awesome equipment and is able to produce this show and give you this live show tonight. Because, I could have easily just said, we're not going to have a show because I got to do this with the homies. But at the same time, we want to keep consistent. We want to be consistent and look out for you guys. Because maybe somebody out there doesn't have access to today's PLE. But we do. Audio-wise, we do. But, this is YouTube, so we can't share. Unfortunately, we can't share the video. But we do have the audio, which I'm going to play here in the background. If I could get it to... Okay, here we go. So just so you know, today's PLE, as you see right there, is coming to us from Saudi Arabia. So right now at Saudi Arabia, it's what, 8:08? And here it's 1 o'clock. So that is the reason why we are on right now. Because WWE said that no matter what time a PLE is, no matter what location they're going to have it on the world, they're going to show it to us live. So here in the East Coast is 1 o'clock. And shout outs to all the homies on the West Coast for, we know that LA, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. So the show must go on as we have our first match, which looks to be Randy Orton, y'all. Wow, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, they are opening the show. This is for the Covenant King of the Ring title, the crown, if you like to call it that. Again, shout out to everybody that's out there watching. Thank you so much for watching. I am your homie, Shane O'Mac from East New York, Brooklyn. Why don't you do us a favor and press that like button for the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can get notifications for our next live, which would include this Monday, a special time for this Monday Raw at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Raw. They're gonna broadcast live at 6 p.m. and the reason why they're doing that is because we all know that Friday, July 4th is a holiday. So what they're gonna do is after their episode of Raw at 6 o'clock, they're gonna do a taping of SmackDown and then show that taping on Friday. So that's why Raw is starting so early. Yeah. As Randy is continuing to celebrate, I see that they're gonna drag this, but and the people are really going in. They really feeling Randy and his song, just like they did last night when he came out. Shout out to David. David says, I am watching the NHL Draft 2025. All right. I understand that there's a lot of events that's going on. It is the afternoon, so we hear you, man. So this is match number 1, y'all, as Cody Rhodes comes in. So here's my question. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to win this one? I wouldn't mind seeing Randy win this. It's not a, well, I guess the winner of this match, they get to have a title match at SummerSlam, which is in August. And I guess it would be important for Cody to win so that he could get the title. But I don't see anything wrong with Randy getting it as well, as we know that this is the coming close to the end of Randy's season as well. And Cody still has quite an amount of time to go. And I remember that Mundo had mentioned that in an interview, Cody discussed possibly turning heel in a couple of years. And as much as I appreciate, the story, why would you admit that you're going to turn heel in a couple of years? Because apparently this whole good guy thing that he's doing now, how long is this going to last? How long Do you want to play the same good guy deal theme? I guess that's the question here. Give me 1 second. I need to do something here because... Okay, there we go. Just want to make sure that everything was cool here. Okay. Oh, forgot to change the color. David, what's going on? I live in Arizona, 10:12 a.m. over there right now. Shout out to you, David, and good morning. Woo-wee, good morning. So everyone out there in the East Coast, and good afternoon to everyone here in the West Coast. This is 1 o'clock. As we are looking at our two participants. And they're still singing his song. They was going in on both songs, actually.
In the year 2008, Randy Orton joined forces with Cody
And there's the bell. This is match number 1, everybody. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the King of the Ring crown.
Rhodes and DiBiase would kick Orton out of the group in the year 2010. They would then do battle in one-on-one action. And over the years, Orton owns a 7-3 singles record against Cody Rhodes. Will that change tonight in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament?
So the bell has ringed, and they're just standing there. They're just basking in the love that they're getting from the Saudi universe.
Jewel Championship for Randy Orton's about some retribution tonight. Last year, Wade, in the finals of the
we have Michael Cole, Wade Barrett as our announcers. We have Jackie Redmond, Byron Saxon as our reporters, and we have Mark Nash as our ring announcer. He's our newest ring announcer from Friday Night SmackDown. Yeah, him. Who do you guys think is going to win this? As they show a wide shot for they have the Fireflies. Everyone's doing the Fireflies. This is an awesome shot. As they are sold out in Saudi Arabia. What's the name of the place called? Freedom? Is it Freedom Stadium? With over 25,000 people.
It is absolutely electric. So for the first time in 12 years, these two men.
So yeah, there's the crowd is definitely like they are lit right now.
They might not need us to tonight, Cole. I think this audience is going to do it for us.
They seem way more excited than
Winner of this match,
yesterday.
SummerSlam, the first weekend of August, MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, to take on the undisputed WWE champion, since both of these men are from Friday Night SmackDown. Could be Cena, could be Punk. We find out later on tonight. And Orton now with a shoulder.
And this seems to be.
And down goes Cody Rhodes.
I'll tell you right off the bat,
Is this the same place where we had SmackDown last night? Kind of look like it does. Because it was recorded that yesterday SmackDown also broke records with over 25,000 tickets were sold for SmackDown. That was a record. So shout out to WWE.
getting screwed over by John Cena. Both of these men, Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, Randy Orton back in his hometown of St. Louis at Backlash.
We have Iman in the house. Hey, Iman, what's going on? How are you? It's good to see you again. He says, what's up, guy? What's up? How are you? As you can see, I'm here alone because the other homies in Homegirl, they have this thing called life that they have to do. You know, go to work and, you know, deal with businesses with their families. Because this is a very early time for us. So that's why you only see me here. So I'm here. We have our Night of Champions PLE playing for our first match, Randy versus Cody Rhodes. Brian is in the house. What's up, Brian? What's going on? How are you? Shane, you are a real one, my dude. Good looking out for us. 10 bells salute to you, brother. Oh, thank you so much. But I am here with you. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Brian. As we have our first match, who are you going for, Brian? Iman, David, everyone out there. Who is your king of the ring? Is it Cody or Randy?
Making out is a lot more painful than perhaps it really was. Just sucking Randy in.
Rhodes whipped into the corner. High elbow catches Randy on the bridge of the nose. There's a bulldog by Cody. Quickly into the cover on Randy. Hook with the leg now. Kick out at 2. Referee Charles Robinson working this matchup.
It's so crazy, the mental machinations going on now in the mind of both Randy and Cody. You know full well that your opponent is expecting certain things early. You need to make sure you don't do those things. Keep your opponent guessing.
You know, Brian, I said that same thing. I wouldn't mind it being Randy. But I understand for story purposes and, of course, for ticket sales that it would be Cody.
1985, the first King of the Ring was crowned, none other than Don Morocco.
So,
as Orton climbs to the top
as much as I love Randy, as they're on the top rope, superplex off the top.
And wait a second. I don't know if you noticed how Randy,
on Randy's bad back.
Quickly went to his lower back. Perhaps it seized up a bit. And Randy Orton's clearly in some sort of pain here. Let's watch this again.
Randy is like cringing as soon as that move happened. He's moving towards the ropes and he's like in the corner. He's like agonizing pain with his back. I don't know if this is legit or he's playing possum. Because he's good at that too, you know.
Now stalking his man, Randy Orton, and goes right to the lower back and the kidney.
Yeah, it's all fair game. You have to.
Disaster kick by Cody.
God, it could be a disaster for Randy Orton.
Cover by Cody for
Cover
the
by
win.
Cody.
Over the leg. Orton's forced to kick out.
Oh, that was a weak kick out. This is not the kind of abuse that keeps
it was a weak
Randy
kick out,
Orton
but still a
down.
kick out.
Traditionally, with that lower back, that lumbar spine, apparently has now served a handicap.
That's Cody.
To the
He's
Viper.
focusing
Cody
on that
Rhodes
lower back.
targeting the
He
lower
sees
back
that back is really bothering him.
Nice suplex by
Suplex on his back.
Cover
That's his
again by
focal point.
Cody. Finals of
With
the
a 1
King
count.
of the Ring tournament.
Well, whatever game plan Cody Rhodes came into with this one probably just changed. I don't know what his plan to target
Well. Look who's in the house. It's Mundo, a.k.a. CEO. What's up, sir? How are you? Hope all is well. Hope it's not as hot down there as it was the past couple of days where you're at. He says, hello, sir. Shane O'Mac.
Even that causes Orton to collapse to the mat.
Wish I had you guys
that's an instinctive move from
intro
Randy Orton. He's
songs
done
on
it
my
millions
mixer.
of times before. His brain automatically went there. And now clearly
But yeah, Mundo, look who's opening, Cody and Randy.
But it hurt him far more than it did Cody Rhodes.
Of course, the King of the Ring tournament, one of attrition.
Who are we going for, by the way, Mundo?
Cody now torturing Orton, working on the lower back, wrapping him around the ring
As
post.
Cody is really focusing on Randy's back because Randy's back is really hurting him.
Side of Cody Rhodes. Why? Because the stakes are so massive this evening.
Yeah.
Not just the crown, but that opportunity beckoning at SummerSlam. Ray shot at the goal.
You know, if I was If I was new to this, looking into this match, I would say that Cody is the bad guy with the drop kick to Randy. Cody is really doing like damage on his lower back.
Any movement whatsoever. I mean,
that started or was activated courtesy of the suplex off the top rope.
Can now negotiate his way back into the match.
I guess Randy forgot how bad his back would have hurt it.
Cody now with a knee placed to the spine, and now Rhodes continuing to wear down Randy.
Mundo says, I wouldn't be shocked if Cody gets the win. He's the guy. Exactly. And for me, he may be the guy, but Randy, he's my favorite. So. Mundo also says, remember what I told you guys last night? Cody said, we are at the tail end of his babyface run. Yeah.
Cody Rhodes continues to put
I just wish that he didn't say that, because yes, I know we already spoke about it, but there was still a little bit of that anticipation for it and that shock value of when it happens. Now that Cody himself has told us that that shock value just decreased. Like, why would you announce that you're going to heel turn? That's just so weird to me. Lawan! What's going on, Lawan? Shane, Mac, you the GOAT, man. Have a great show, King. Thank you so much, Lawan. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Barely being able to go for the cover here. Couldn't even hook the leg.
Yeah, and that was a solid 2 or 3 before Randy could even.
I want Randy to win this. This is his second year in a row. He's in the finals. But I'm going to go with Cody, says Mundo.
Now, there are occasions when you tweak something early in a match that over time, as the body warms up, natural endorphins get released. It can.
And I agree, Mundo, but you know what, Shane? You don't know when or where or how it would happen. This is true. But how many faces or good guys announce that they're going to turn heel? They don't say it. They do it with the Cody Cutter. And Randy stays in it. You know, Cody is really going. He's really going in. Like, there's not much offense from Randy. Cody is with the Cody Cutter, with all of these drop kicks, and Randy keeps kicking out. Gotta give it. He's a tough cookie.
Cody now heading up to the top rope now. Avalanche Cody Cutter. Is that enough to put Orton away? Randy stays
again with a pin it again and 2.
He questioned himself. What do I need to do to put Randy away?
Well, that is the sweetest sight in the world.
Shane, look at the flomps. All in the chat. Not up in the videos. Clearly not working either. LOL, I'm joking. IML and Mundo, have a great day at work. Glad you joining us. Yeah, fellas. Apparently, Brian is he's our chat guy for today, so.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, and Harley Race, among others. And Cody ends up on the apron, kick right to the midsection by Orton. Randy's got him where he wants him. Breaking DDT coming. Vintage Orton.
Vintage Orton, there you go. Good morning, Randy. Now he's up. Back still getting him. Could be a red herring. It could be Orton turning, especially if losing this one. And he turns on the name you say and he appears. You don't say, Iman.
Measuring his man, going for the RKO, blocked by Cody. Covered. Randy kicked out.
Another kick out from Randy.
Just about everything so far.
Yeah, that is a wild, wild kick out for a man with a busted back who's been beaten from pillar to post already. And Cody hits his biggest shot of them all. And it's not good enough. Now what happens on this kick out to the mindset of Cody Rhodes, who has dominated
You know,
this match?
Cody is serving this guy
Cody looked him straight in the eyes and he had a blank look on
everything.
his face.
And he
was like,
continues
what do I need
to
do? He was staring
kick
out
out.
into space trying to figure out, how do I take out Orton here?
What is for him? What is for Cody to do in order to get that 3
The guy you looked up to, the guy who
on
taught you
Randy?
things. That were like,
RKO out of nowhere. Are you kidding me? Cover. Very close. That was wow. Randy almost had it. He almost had it, y'all.
oh my God, never count out the Viper. Cody just thinking he had all the
'Cause-
time in the world to talk some trash.
Because Randy was down and Cody was walking up to him. He was like, come on, get up.
But that RKO out
And
of
just like that, he
nowhere,
gets up with an
quick
RKO.
as a flash.
Awesome.
But again, now the role reversal. How frustrating is that for Randy Orton? He got the kill shot in just when he'd been written off, and it wasn't enough.
Yeah, they're both in the center of the ring right now. They are exhausted. Shout out to Randy. He's still hanging in there despite of the fact that his back, he keeps on holding his back throughout the entire
I
match.
wonder what's going through the mind of the Viper now. Ever dangerous.
As Randy is standing,
Cody's in position.
Cody's in position to get his head kicked off. And
Randy's second guessing himself.
All the time in the world to hit this punt.
for some reason, Randy doesn't do it.
All
He
here against a true friend.
Orton psyched
okay, he has to psych himself up. Too late.
Cody Rhodes avoided
Swing
it.
and a miss.
Now takedown on Randy Orton and Cody now. Look at the figure four.
Figure four, courtesy of Cody.
Locked in. Orton's in trouble.
Well, Orton just gave a massive gift to Cody Rhodes. Cody's embraced it.
That's a
and
mess.
thrown it back in the Viper's face.
Randy could have clearly kicked him
Cody's got the figure four locked
in for the win,
Randy Orton, center of the ring.
but he
Nowhere to
hesitated.
go
He
as
hesitated,
Cody
and he had to
continues
amp himself up
Only one way to go from
to get
here
back
is
to the
one
corner and do
simply
it again,
tap
and then
out.
he does it again,
Randy
he
has a
missed.
massive frame, but he is so far from any rope.
Unless Randy
Let
can
that be a
throw
lesson,
it onto his
kids.
belly and
When the
reverse
moment
pressure
comes,
onto
you
Cody
take
Rhodes,
it
which is
at
what
that
he's trying to
moment,
do here.
because within a second,
And he's
you
able
can
to do
lose
that.
it.
Now it's Cody Rhodes who's in trouble. Randy Orton now has the upper hand. And Cody has to roll to the ropes and
As
force
they
a
roll
break.
into the ropes to get out because
That was a hell
Randy
of a
countered.
long time in that figure four leg lock. But if Randy wasn't already in a bad way, things are looking messy now for the Viper.
David, are you asking me? Because if you're asking me, the answer is no.
Back,
I don't.
Issues with the legs now.
Randy
I don't-
had
I
the
don't watch,
opportunity
like,
there to finish
hockey
that with
or
the punt.
baseball
Simply
or
took too
basketball.
long. Cody moved
I
out
watch
the way, and it's
wrestling,
still game
maybe a
on.
little football. Guess we continue to watch Randy and Cody. These guys, they are drained. Punch fest.
You mentioned on the countdown show today, Wade, the fact that
Cheering for Randy,
inside this
and they're
arena, and will
booing
affect
Cody.
these athletes tonight.
It's affecting me sat here at ringside. I
Headbutt.
promise you, it is destroying the endurance of both men.
Kick to the gut and a punch and a punch. Now they doing the hockey fight, the Blades of Steel. Remember that game, NES Blades of Steels, when you get together? RKO. Okay, pin him. Pin him. 1, 2.
Cody kicks out again.
That should have been it. Cody kicks out again.
Oh, God, taken
Little, what is there left?
And again, out of nowhere, RKO connecting flush to Cody
Guy was
Rhodes.
what's that, the third RKO this guy gave him? And he's still standing.
Competitors that they are taking the best shots each has to offer and still somehow ticking.
Again, the king of the ring on the line, but also an opportunity at the undisputed WWE Championship at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and that's really why the caliber of competitors in the tournament this year is so high.
Randy
The
is stepping
crowd
out of the ring.
Everyone wants it, but trust me, that opportunity.
He looks like he's
at
reaching for
SummerSlam is
something
as
over
big as
by
winning a
the
Royal Rumble now.
Randy now with a
bell.
steel chair in hand.
He has a steel chair.
Disqualification will hand this thing to Cody Rhodes, so I'm not quite sure what Randy's thinking here.
Well, he's not thinking straight. That's the issue.
Right, why is Randy bringing in a folding chair? Yeah, the referee snatches the chair out of his hand. He's like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? And as the referee, for some reason, is talking to a production crew, Randy just released the top turnbuckle, the cushion off the buckle. He took it off.
Cerebral Orton has exposed the top turnbuckle, unbeknownst to the official Charles Robinson. Cody Rhodes, though,
Tried to smash his head, but nope, counter. Now Cody's trying to do it to Randy. He counters.
And he went for the RKO.
Oh, no. Cody just pushed Randy into the belt buckle, his ribs, like his side ribs. Crossroads by Cody. We got to count. We got to count. He gets it. Cody wins. There you go, everybody. Cody is our king of the ring. Just like we said he would. Wow. These two guys are exhausted. They was really going in. Yes, Mundo, very predictable.
What an incredible victory!
Because it's all part of the story. To have him at SummerSlam.
I'll tell you right now, Cole, I've known Cody Rhodes.
I totally see him main eventing night one, and then have what, John Cena main event night 2.
Cody turned up the violence down, and it was in fact the Viper at times who showed some restraint. Not so much for Cody.
And Randy, meanwhile, his back is hurting, and now his ribs is hurting after being thrown into that exposed turnbuckle.
This is early on in the matchup. Randy going for that signature superplex and paying the price, tweaking that lower back, and Cody Rhodes exploited it, but Randy always ready and dangerous to strike with this RKO out of nowhere. Cody good for it.
And then Randy Orton, after bringing a steel chair into the ring, as Wade said, clearly a ruse to allow Randy Orton to expose the turnbuckle, but it would backfire on the Viper.
Yeah, fell on his own sword, shoved straight into it, hitting that lap, those ribs, weakening the Viper, and then Crossroads number 2.
Oh, I see. So
And we have ourselves a
the referee, I guess where he was positioned, he didn't notice that the turnbuckle was exposed until Randy was thrown into it and showed his pain. Because the referee looked like, why is he in pain like that? And then he looks at the buckle and goes, oh, snappers. As both managers of Raw and SmackDown present Cody with the crown.
General Manager Pierce from Raw and Aldis from SmackDown, congratulating the new King of the Ring. Let's go up to our own Byron Saxton for an interview. Cody Rhodes.
Cody, first off,
Hey Mundo, how's the audio? Is the audio okay?
how does it feel to know that you now have a chance to finally reclaim the undisputed WWE title at SummerSlam?
Byron, first of all, I have to thank Randy Orton, the legend killer. Nothing but
Show
respect
love.
from the guy who mentored me, the guy who spoke up for me. He's a future Hall of Famer. And this isn't his last stop here in Saudi Arabia. One more time for Randy Orton. I am well aware. I hear each and every one of you. This is an arduous path. First, Jey Uso, the most beloved character in all of WWE. Then, the modern locker room leader, the man, Randy Orton.
Thank you,
And
Mundo.
at SummerSlam, that means I'm facing either CM Punk or John Cena. And I completely get
No, I meant the
how you feel as an audience when I go
the
up
audio
against these
feed
beloved
for you and
characters,
Lawan.
but I want you to hear it from me. I was born to do this, whether it be CM Punk or John Cena. They are holding on to that belt for themselves, and they are holding on to it for me, because at SummerSlam, I get the ball back.
The words of the quarterback. The king of the ring.
He is the king. Just like he is the, what do you call it? The crown, is it crown jewel champion? What is that title thing that he and Liv Morgan won? Had those big titles, the championship belts that could cover the whole torso. So big, actually, that they didn't even bring it back to the States. It's in an exhibit right out there at Saudi. I think they got like this so-called like a ring. It looks like a Super Bowl ring that they managed to take with them. That was the only thing. So again, Cody Rhodes is our winner, and he wins again in Saudi. Interesting. So yeah, that's our match number 1. Time now is 1:40. As we're in commercial break. I don't know who's next. I would think that it would be either Sammy or Jacob, and then have the women, Rhea and Raquel, to be in the center. Match number, what's that? 3 and 4? That's right. We have 6 matches tonight, right? Or today, rather. Yeah, again, this is, I get used to the fact that it's daytime. it's not night. So it's Day of Champions for us. As we're looking at Bianca Belair and Montez Ford. They are, was that Perth? As we're looking back at SmackDown, where we have Montez and Angelo.
Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, the WWE Tag Team.
They're our current tag team champions. Current.
Monday in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Monday Night Raw will have a special start time at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. Coming to you live on Netflix across the world.
Such a good day out. Grab the tablet and the bag, plus rolling table. Now I'm at local park listening. Okay, all right, Brian outside, y'all. Is it sunny and hot out there? I know here it's sunny and it's supposed to be, what, like 83 degrees today, I think, here in New York. As they're talking about Rhea and Raquel. Okay, so next is the women. Okay. You know, I just find it interesting how we're having this type of a match at Saudi. And Are you on to come on, or are you just on to watching? Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. No, it's fine because they can't hear you anyway. So it's like I'm talking to myself. It's like, Shane, who you talking to? I'm talking to Mundo. Everybody, Mundo has jumped into our Three Bells room. It's a room where we all meet up, and then from there, I grab the information to put it here at our table or arena. So he's there, and I'm listening, and I'm like, "Are you trying to join in?" He's at work, so he can't join in. But shout out to Mundo. Thanks so much, man, for tuning in, joining in, man. So they're showing a video package of Rhea and Raquel. You know, they show these packages so that we would know what led to the matches that we're having. And again, I have to ask the question. I want to ask the question because this is not the norm for Saudi, right? Where you have women like this competing in a combative way. And now, after we've already had several women's matches from the first Saudi Arabia PLE to now, they amped it up to a street fight. So now these ladies, not only are they fighting, but they're taking it up to an even higher level because it's a street fight, which means that anything can happen. They can fight anywhere. They can use any objects in order to grab the upper hand in order to win. These two women are very, very angry at each other. So you can only imagine how far they're going to go in order to get that win, in order to get that revenge. Because Rhea's crazy. And Raquel is crazy. And they are both big. They're both strong. And they're relentless. You beat them down, they fall, they'll pop right back up and kick ass. They both evenly do this. They're even, no matter what you want to put on record, like, you know, they're both tall, they're both big, they're both strong. It's hard to knock them both down and out. So I guess what better way for them two to fight than in a street fight? And they're showing old footage of them like hugging and being friends. So at one point they were friends? That I didn't know. Okay. Mundo is talking in my ears, everybody. You sure you don't want to jump in for a few minutes? At least audio wise. Audio. Okay, give me 1 second. Everybody, I have Mundo. I guess he's taking a break and his job. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have him come up and we're gonna hear him, okay? Because he doesn't have his makeup on. Because he's at work. Mundo, what's going on?
What's up? What's going on, everybody? What's up? I was saying that, yeah, this whole situation with Rhea and Raquel has been going on for a long time. It's just that Raquel being, hit with that injury bug where she had the situation going on with her skin, with the real story, and it stopped her momentum. Because I remember that it was a big deal between, everybody was just trying to figure out who can stop Rhea Ripley's first reign. Mm-hmm. And then Raquel came, and it was even playing for these two big women. So, gosh, here we go. But then everything had to stop. So now that, they decided to come back around and revisit the story, it makes a lot of sense. Technically, this still seems like it's only the first time that they're actually going one-on-one, even though I'm going to do it the second time. But I'm looking very forward to seeing this match, even though I won't see it. But yeah, can't wait that, see what these ladies do. Like you said, it's been a progression. First Saudi Arabia event, there was only one women's match. Now we have multiple women's matches. Like you said, now we're having basically a street fight. So
Right.
that's intense.
Very intense, as we are currently looking at. Well, Raquel is already in the ring, and she was holding up both tag titles. She has one around her waist, and then the other she was holding up in the air. And we're currently looking at Rhea walking down.
I actually have some funny news for you. Rhea had said that Vince McMahon just took one look at her and said that she was a heel. When everybody else around him was telling her, no, she's a babyface. I love her. He was like,
Say it again, Mundo. You're going like in and out like this.
Vince McMahon said that the moment that he saw Rhea Ripley, he just knew that she was a heel, even though everyone around him was telling him that she's a babyface. He was like, no, look at her. She's a heel. So I don't know if he's right or wrong, because the fans love her whether she was bad or good. Like, he was a tweener for most of the, more recent. I don't know. That was just, I guess the observation that Vince had. He just had that eye for certain people.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think he's kind of right. I mean, she's an awesome heel that we actually like.
Yeah, I agree. And then she just turned into a babyface by accident. I don't know how that happened. But I'm going to just step out of here. Enjoy the rest of the show, Shane. Thank you again so much. Thank y'all, everybody, for watching. Make sure y'all keep supporting. I'll talk to you later, all right?
All
Be
right.
in the chat.
Thank you so much, Mundo. Have a good day,
Later.
man.
Thank you.
That was CEO, everybody, Mundo. Well, he's on a break at his job, came in to say hi. So that's what's up. Shout out to Mundo. I think we just heard the bell. Start of match number 2, everybody. This is a street fight. Rhea versus Raquel Rodriguez.
No countouts. We are sold out tonight at Kingdom Arena. For a night of
Kingdom
championship.
Arena. I thought it was
Raquel
Freedom.
and Rhea Ripley with a
Kingdom
collar and elbow
Arena.
tie-up to start things off.
Now, Rhea Ripley, Cole, is a bully. In the ring.
Both girls are wearing black, looking like Catwoman from Batman.
Raquel is simply bigger and stronger.
Rhea's outfit
than
looks
Ripley.
more shiny.
Ripley here is the underdog.
And there's an example of Raquel tossing Rhea across the ring, stopping Rhea from getting the boot up. And early on, Raquel Rodriguez is beginning to dominate Ripley. And Ripley, though, lands on her
Brian
feet.
says, I agree with everything you said, Shane, except one point. I believe Rhea is in better shape, works out harder, and it shows.
That drops literally the entire roster other than Big Mammy Cool. Oh, wow. Did you hear that? Oh, my God. That was
He also
superb. It was
says,
a weaker hand.
Mundo is
Wait,
right.
did you
This
hear
beef
it? Yes, I
dates
did.
back to
There's the
NXT
follow-away
Plus,
slam.
when Rhea was partners with Liv and Raquel was partners with Aaliyah 316. They had a long tag team feud.
Could be heard echoing throughout the Kingdom Arena. And Ripley fighting back with a boot to the face.
Yeah, you're in a
And now
dogfight
look at them
Ripley.
now.
Swing with everything you got.
Rhea went for the missile drop kick. Rodriguez.
Wow, as Rhea goes for a missile drop kick and swinging and a miss.
These two women knowing each other so well.
And it's a perfect example for me of Rhea Ripley getting thrown off her game this early.
So these girls are close to evenly matched, and they know each other's ways, being that they have this relationship.
Is woman handling Rhea Ripley in the corner.
Oh, the power is one thing.
So how do you beat yourself? I mean, how do, whoops, not beat, but see, because the homies are still here with me in spirit, and I know that immediately either Mundo or Lawan would have jumped on that. So how do you defeat yourself? How do you get a 3 count on someone that is just like you?
Rhea Ripley's confidence is slowly but surely draining away here. Tied up, defenseless,
As she,
with a powerhouse beating the
Raquel has Rhea like tied up in the ropes, and she's going ham on her ribs and stomach. Oh.
Well, in the process, it's both a physical and mental destruction.
Okay, now we have a street fight as Raquel comes out. She looks under the ring to grab a kendo stick in the chair. Uh-oh. Meanwhile, Rhea, she's stuck in the ropes. She can't move. A swing in Rhea's gut.
And Raquel again.
Oh.
Punishing Ripley.
Oh, goodness.
Now just reminding the referee there's nothing you can do here.
Number 3 in the guts with the stick.
Oh, God. Well, you were sat here alongside me last night at SmackDown.
I mean, so is this going to be, this is the match right here? She's just punishing this poor woman as she's tied in the kick.
Rhea may have just saved herself there, Wade. Bouncing the chair off the face of Raquel. And
Raquel was about to swing the chair, and Rhea kicks the chair on her head, on Raquel's head. And she managed to slither away, so now she's free, Rhea. And kicks Raquel out.
Rhea's hurt, though. You can see the expression on her face, favoring the midsection. Rodriguez driven shoulder first to the steps.
Rodriguez barely even able to protect herself as you ran face first into
not for nothing, y'all. I'm surprised that this match started so clean in the ring.
Yeah, I don't think you can recuperate physically, but
I would have thought that as soon as the bell ringed, that they would have immediately rolled out of the ring and started grabbing stuff outside and just going ham.
And now clearing off the announce table.
They're clearing out the Saudi table, which is actually in the middle.
And Rhea now with Raquel
the Saudi
Rodriguez,
table's in the middle, and
Raquel face first.
the American table, the Michael Cole table, is on the left-hand side. Interesting. And then you have
this doesn't bode well for Rodriguez.
is that another table? Oh, that's the ring announcer area. So it's 2 tables.
Raquel able to block. And again, Raquel blocks.
As they're both standing on top of the Saudi table.
The manhandle, Raquel.
And Raquel, she's not wearing black. She's wearing a very dark blue, like a midnight blue.
Rodriguez, though, catching Rhea Ripley in midair, and now with Rhea up top, driving Ripley.
Oh my goodness! They set the the covering for the announce table. They had it laid across in the barricade ring area. So Rhea just bash Raquel back right on it.
Oh God, let's take another look at this sickening crack. It wasn't a gun, it was a crack. I just hope it wasn't the spine of Rhea Ripley. Raquel in agony too.
So what's the story here? Do they go for a 3 count? Is there a 10 count for the referee?
I wonder what Raquel is looking for.
And then we determine the winner as Raquel grabs is it a Slim Jim table? No, it's a regular table. There's no advertisements out here. Saudi doesn't play that. Dude, we paying too much money for you to have your stinky little American advertisements. Keep that crap over there. As Raquel is in the ring.
Has all the time in the world to do it because Ripley has barely.
And Mundo, y'all, look who the referee is. Maybe it's Maybelline. It's Mr. Maybelline. They didn't show a close-up of his face, so I don't even know if he has his Maybelline makeup.
And again,
That's why Raquel smashed Rhea's head off the announce table in the apron.
Genuinely never seen Rhea Ripley treated like this. I've seen a ton
That's
of
the
Ripley
outside.
matches
Uh-oh.
over the past 5 years, up close and personal.
Raquel
look at
grabbing
Raquel now.
the top
Look
step.
at the power, lifting up those steel steps. Raquel is
She positions
dangerous
it
as she's ever been.
the
May
long
look
way
better
on
than
the
she ever
apron.
has. As Raquel went to bounce Rhea off the steps. Rhea, though, able to
Bounce right off.
First.
Ooh, careful, careful. Okay, good. The referee is holding that still steps. If he had held that steps, it would have fell right on Raquel's ankles because she's laying right underneath it. Good call for the ref.
Just like that, Rhea's taken over.
Rhea's taking off her belt. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody's been bad. It's time for a whooping. Oh!
Suffering the wrath of Ripley.
Oh, right on her butt. Oh, again. Oh, right in the front. Oh, goodness. Oh,
Off that belt, flying around the ringside area after
that's not a regular belt, y'all. Those belts have, like, holes
Somehow to get away as Rhea Ripley
top and bottom throughout the whole length.
out of Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel just trying to cover
Oh, my
up.
goodness.
Nowhere to go.
And they're back in the ring. And then in their corner, they're the corner.
And Ripley,
And Ripley's setting up like a razor's edge.
razor's edge.
Goodness.
Kick.
Rhea Ripley did a razor edge on Raquel?
Kick out.
Well, both of these
Wow,
women
Brian, you're right.
really
Rhea
showed
is
us something
strong
here
as hell.
tonight. Of course, we
Do
already
that to
knew this
Raquel.
about Rhea Ripley, but it has been a coming out
She is
party
not a
for
small
Raquel
fry.
Rodriguez. Razor's edge, such a high angle landing, followed up with that volley to the
She went for the
jaw of
pin
Raquel.
and got a 2 count.
Big Mammy Cool was simply equal to it. And now a prism trap.
Yeah, the prism
So let me
trap
see if I
is
could
a
do this.
submission maneuver. Rhea's not-
Because Mundo
Later
usually
in her
does this.
career, Raquel in trouble
It's the 2 o'clock hour, everybody. You're watching the 3 Bells Podcast, the night or day of champions. It's your homie and your host, Shane O'Mac. I am here in spirits with Mundo, a.k.a. CEO, our sports guy, Triple J, our Tri-State Mania guy, Lawan, and our First Lady, Sylvie. Don't forget to press that like button and hit the subscribe for our future shows. Thank you so much from the homies here at the 3 Bells Podcast as we are watching Night of Champions. This is the second match, a street fight with Raquel Rodriguez versus Rhea Ripley. They are currently outside the ring. And Roxanne, where the hell did she come from?
She's in trouble. Her face says it all.
Roxanne Perez is out here. Ironically, with the same outfit, almost the same outfit as Rhea Ripley. But Rhea has a little orange, and Roxanne has purple. It looks like the Judgment Day. Yeah, the Judgment Day's purple. As she grabs a garbage can, puts it over Raquel's head and kicks it. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we should have known that someone from the Judgment Day was going to come out. It's a street fight. Oh, right into the steel post.
Like I said, that allowed Raquel opportunity, Wade, to regroup.
And these are steel posts, folks. Oh.
Oh no, Rhea may be out.
Just missile right into
The little steel steps. She just got rammed into the steel steps that was left on the apron.
Raquel looking for the victory and a kick out by Rhea at 2.
And Rhea still kicks out.
Rhea has taken so much punishment in this one. Now long darted into a steel ring post.
Oh, you keep an eye on the steel post, y'all. They don't have the LED lights on it, so it's just straight up steel. Wow, it hit her right on her head. Raquel kind of in the air. Counters it somehow, as they have a table set up in the corner. Oh, huge drop kick.
Into that table and immediately a
Not a drop kick, but
Raquel was
running
about to
kick.
deliver a Tejana bomb through the table, but Rhea able to counter at least momentarily.
I have been so impressed how on point
Wow.
Raquel has been tonight. Just a step ahead.
Yeah, very, very impressive. One of the best showings by Raquel in a long time.
And she is
here tonight.
repositioning
She's
because
really
the table
dominated Rhea Ripley
was going the long
at
way
many
against the
points in this
corner.
match.
Now they have it up
Growth of
on
confidence
top.
with Raquel over the past 2 or 3
Alright.
weeks.
Now I don't know what she's planning here. Raquel though, face first off the table.
Counter
Rhea Ripley
face
catches
first.
her with a kick.
Right on the edge of that
Kick to the
table,
head,
too.
courtesy of Rhea.
Point of the jaw might have loosened a few teeth there on Raquel.
And we're focusing on this table that's just neatly sitting on the top ropes in the corner.
Trying to figure out what Rhea has in mind.
As Rhea's going up on
Rhea
top.
now on top of the table, which is hung up on the top rope and bouncing Raquel off the table.
Are they both going to climb on top of that table? Is that table going to hold both of them?
Top turnbuckle specialist traditionally.
Well, Ripley now.
Wow, they both
has
standing
Raquel
on the table that's
I'm not
on
sure
the
if
corner,
the
y'all.
table's going to hold these two.
Oh God.
Rhea setting up Raquel. You
Yeah, the
gotta be
referee is
kidding me.
holding the corner of it. He's holding it
From
down.
up there on top of the table, riptide.
A riptide off the table of the corner. Hits the pin. Hits the pin. Is this it? And she gets it. Wow.
Wait, all I can say is wow.
What
Yeesh.
Wow, what a street fight here tonight.
such a grisly affair from two
Yes,
of
they
the
were
most
going in,
militant
but I
women
think they would have went in
we
even
have
harder
ever had in
if they were here in the
WWE.
States.
I'll take nothing away from Raquel. That was incredible.
But it was still a good- that was a good
From
match.
Big
That was a very
Cool.
good
But
match.
Incredible doesn't always get the job done, especially when you're in there with Rhea bloody Ripley.
And the fact that they had Roxanne come out
Point was
and she
Raquel
beat
Rodriguez
Roxanne.
going face first into the table. But she
Yeah,
set up
yeah,
Rhea.
Rhea, yeah, she's dope. She's that dope one.
How resourceful is Rhea Ripley? I'll use it to my benefit. With
I
a
agree,
massive,
Brian.
As you called it, avalanche riptide on that platform. And hey, there ain't a person on planet Earth who's kicking out of that one.
Wow. Rhea Ripley, who's made it abundantly clear that she wants, as she said on the Countdown show, her baby back, the women's world title.
Which is currently held by Io Sky, right? Wow, what a match. Match number 2, everybody. So, we're looking at, by the way, they're showing commercials of LFG, which is a new season. And they're showing the judge panel. Yeah, there's Michelle McCool. She replaced Mickey James. You still have Booker T. You still have Bubba. And of course, you have Taker. Yeah, and Michelle McCool is in the house. Okay. All right, Michelle McCool. You know what? Because we have a total of 6 matches. I want to take a break. I want to take a quick break. And when we come back, hopefully match number 3 will start. This is the 3 Bells Podcast, everybody, with your homie, Shane O'Mac. We'll be right back with more Night of Champions live reaction show after this. Stay tuned.
You guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the 3 Bells Podcast.
Mundo, CEO, President Maynard Lawan, First Lady Sylvie, Triple J, and Shane O'Mac.
Coming to you live each and every Monday night from Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown, featuring WWE PLEs, news and more. Tune in live on YouTube and follow our socials. Now follow me. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
good, everybody? It's your boy Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. A.k.a. himself, a.k.a. the CEO. I got my shirt, the Three Bells Podcast shirt. You got yours?
Hey, everyone. What's good? This your girl, Sylvie, letting you know I got my Three Bells Podcast t-shirt. Did you get yours? Let's go.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. It's your boy, Main Event Triple J. Look what I'm wearing. Three Bells Podcast merch. What do y'all think? Catching the side, looking quite crispy. We sure every wrestling fan will love something like this. Yeet.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy IML from Tri-State Mania, and your Tri-State Mania champion. Just want to say, he finally got his Three Bells Podcast shirt. It doesn't feel tight. It's comfortable. Anybody could wear it. They got them in different colors, too, coming soon, y'all. So get your Three Bells Podcast shirt. You can wear your Three Bells Podcast while brushing your teeth. You can listen to your Three Bells Podcast, listening to music. Tripping. Get your Three Bells Podcast shirt. I got mine. Better get yours. It's available right now. Hit us up.
Hi, Lawan. It's Kalani Jordan. Happy Friday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you had a wonderful week and are looking forward to an even better weekend. But I wanted to say I saw that you're starting a podcast called Tri-State Mania, and I want to say that name is dope. And I saw the clip that you sent me, which was with the logo and the soundtrack. Like, it's so cool, and that already is entertaining and appealing and has a great aesthetic already. So you're off to a great start. But honestly, good luck with starting your podcast. I actually am a big fan of podcasts because I love being able to just listen, be entertained, especially when we're doing long drives, especially like the one we're doing today to go to NXT Sebring for a live event show. I love being able to just like kind of turn my mind off and just be entertained with whatever's being said on the podcast. So that's so amazing that you're starting one. Good luck. I know it's a lot of hard work, but I wish you nothing but success. And I do want to shout out your crew from the Three Bells Podcast. There's Mundo, Triple J, Shane O'Mac, Sylvia. So just you guys, to whoever is involved in your podcast, you, your crew, everyone, I seriously, from the bottom of my heart, know you guys are going to kill it. And just thank you for being able to like set a goal and reach it. So good luck with that again. And I hope you guys are staying tuned with NXT, because I had to show you my baby. Isn't she beautiful? But seriously, thank you guys for all your love and support for me and also just for our brand NXT. Have a great day.
Are you ready? I said, are you ready?
Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied.
Well, stay tuned for the Tri-State Mania Podcast with your host, IM_L. Coming with the WWE news, matches, PPE all year round.
Awesome!
And New York Knicks basketball all NBA season round.
Pulls up three-pointer, puts it in. Jalen Brunson nails a three.
So if you're interested in New York Knicks basketball and WWE programming, then have no fear, because Tri-State Mania Podcast is here.
Oh, thank you! Yeah!
Make sure you tune in. The final boss of Knicks NBA basketball and sports entertainment with the WWE. The Tri-State Mania Podcast.
You're looking at the real deal now. Gonna kick this sorry ass out on the street. What you got? You used to think you owned the street. We're back to back.
This is former WWE superstar and quite arguably the greatest European champ of all time, D'Lo Brown here. And let me give a quick shout out to the Three Bells Podcast with Triple J, Mundo, Shane, O'Mac, Sylvie, and Lejeune from Tri-State Mania. Listen, they host YouTube parties, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, whatever you want. Make sure you give them a look, a listen, and a follow. Now, if I were to give these fine individuals some advice, the one thing I would say to you is always be authentic with your viewers. Never talk down to them, and give them and show them respect that you want them to give you. And if you follow those rules, you'll be the most successful podcast out there. Now, with that being said, until next time, you better recognize.
What you gonna do?
Welcome back, everybody, to the Three Bells Podcast. It's your homie, Shane O'Mac, coming to you live for your section of the Three Bells Podcast. As we are having our, as you can see right there, Night of Champions PLE. We are entering match number 3, which is Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. So they're both in the ring. Karrion Kross got a huge ovation. This is probably the hugest ovation I think I've seen him have, like, ever. They was really going in, and of course they went ham when Sami came out. So the bell has rang, wrong ring. This is match number 3.
Groundswell of support that has surrounded Karrion Kross over the past couple of months, but for some reason, there's many WWE fans that are.
And of course, Scarlett is there at Karrion's corner. I noticed that when they was walking down the ramp, Scarlett had walked in front of him. And she was walking very, very sexually, very seductively. I'm surprised she was able to do that there.
Listen to the message and agree with what he's saying.
Yeah, guys like the New Day, and look how they've been acting over the past few months since they had a run-in with this guy.
The New Day and thousands and thousands of others.
I think this is the first time that we are witnessing like top Karrion Kross. Because remember, he was in that faction, but now this is him as a solo artist. Solo competitor.
Listening to the message of a psycho is a good way to live your life, but I guess
as Scarlett looks on, we know that she's going to do something. She always does something. Because that's her man. She's supposed to. So don't be surprised if she slaps Sami some way, somehow.
Hasn't had the same level of success since moving to Raw or SmackDown, but he's always been a manipulator, a guy able to break people mentally and then break them physically.
And here he's doing just that to Sami Zayn, the viciousness of Kross. The official Daphne LaShawn backing Kross off. You see Scarlett.
And we even have a woman. We have Daphne. She's refereeing. She had refereed yesterday during match at SmackDown, which was interesting.
What some may say is an obsessive quest in trying to win his first.
Sami clotheslines Karrion out of the ring, and Sami setting himself up to do the whole run to the ropes, run and leap over the. He was going to leap over the ropes, but then Karrion ran. Smart move, dude.
The cunning, seductive, manipulative Scarlett.
This is Charlotte Scarlett. Scarlett is her name, not Charlotte.
Absolutely worked. And her man is back on top.
At forearm, dropping Zayn. And now Kross looks to take over.
They're outside the ring, y'all.
Sami, though, going to end up on the barricade. Moonsault will take down Karrion Kross, and Sami's fired up.
And Sami had jumped on top of the barricade to do a moonsault.
This guy off, and that is frustration to a powerhouse. like Karrion Kross.
And Kross now with a smile on his face. Sends Sami Zayn across the ring with a great throw.
Good suplex. That was very neat and clean.
An absolute specialist with that move.
Yeah, the Doomsday Saito, he calls it, as he continues the attack on Zayn. Take another look.
Great maneuver. He won an NXT championship with once upon a time. And now perhaps getting back to that kind of form here at Night of Champions.
Another straight forearm to Sami, but there again is just the resilience of Zayn, that never say die attitude. Oh!
You know, I was going to ask, what is the point of this match? Well, a couple of things apparently. It looks like, first off, we're in Saudi, so of course we got to have Sami. Because the people out there, they love Sami Zayn. And we finally get a chance to see Karrion Kross cook. He's been doing all of these backstage promos, and he is definitely winning a lot of fans from those. And we know this because he's one of the top merch sellers. Like, how awesome is that, that you are selling merch and you haven't touched the ring in how many months? That's pretty cool. And now you're here in Saudi and you get one of the biggest pops in your career.
Couple of elbows.
Pretty impressive, Karrion. Pretty impressive.
What's Sami going to do here with Kross down to one knee?
Sami is
right to the back,
stuck on the top rope.
Sami now hung up. Dangerous position here for Zayn.
That's the point for Karrion Kross. You called it a plot.
Sami is upside down in the corner as he is receiving kicks from Karrion in the gut. We have a pin.
Sami kicks out, and I did not mean plotting in a negative way. I mean an opportunity to slow the pace down and just beat the hell out of his opponent, which he's doing now to Sami Zayn.
Well, that surprises me because you've been nothing but negative about Karrion Kross since he walked out here this evening.
I just think the guys are fly short of a Happy Meal. I mean, what do you expect?
Well, Scarlett doesn't agree. Thousands and thousands of people around the world don't agree.
Scarlett. She's out there with a onesie. Looks like she's teasing the audience out there.
Over the years that have had millions of people following them, right? Doesn't make them right.
As these two, they're in the center of the ring, and Karrion is sitting. He's sitting on top of a laid down Sami. Sami's fighting back.
Just digging down deep again.
Okay, Sami's getting his strength back.
Almost all of those shots.
Here comes Karrion.
Sami leapfrog.
Clothesline from Sami. Good move. Good move.
Knocking Kross out of his boots there with that one. Did not expect that at all. Perhaps that rage now.
Okay, and Sami has the upper hand now. At the corner, and Sami is.
Just Kross's point.
Wow, what does he give him, like 20 punches just now? He's standing in the corner. Receiving love from the audience.
Sami now measuring his man, Zayn. That axe handle right across the
axe handle across the head of Karrion.
The game really has changed before our eyes. Something is broken inside Sami Zayn. And he's now in the ascendancy. And defenseless is Karrion Kross.
Sami has Arabic writing on the tail end of his pants, on the butt part of his pants. I wonder what that means. I wonder what that says. Could it be his name? Could it be Riyadh? As we get a 2 count.
Again, the power of Karrion Kross on display. Technique and everything with that leaping Dead Valley driver. Not quite enough to put Sami away, but Sami is looking like a broken man now.
Yeah, Kross could be closing in on an important victory.
Once again, Sami's in the middle of the ring, and Sami is he's slowly inching up.
Looking to put Sami
Headlock.
Zayn away.
Gonna lock in that cross jacket. Sami Zayn go for it though.
And Sami went
whoop.
for the blue thunder bomb.
Almost had the
Countered
thunder
by
bomb.
Cross.
Counter by Cross.
Oh, what a throw.
Oh.
Dropping Sami right on the back of his head.
Once again, the go-to, that Doomsday Saito.
You know, Kerry,
wiping
he's
the
not
brain
that bad of
Sami
a
Zayn. And I think I
of
know
a
what's
fighter,
coming
but it
next,
seems to me that
Cole.
he's doing more punishing than fighting, if that makes sense.
This lands with a second
Because he's standing in the corner again and measuring Sami. Thunderball by Sami.
The move that almost beat Randy Orton in the King of the Ring semifinals. Almost beat Cross here tonight. But another look at the Doomsday Saito that Cross uses so effectively. Really his go-to move.
That landing is so sickening on the back of the neck. And just when the
Could break someone's neck with that move there.
Sami Zayn pulls it out of nowhere. Perhaps celebrating a smidge too soon. Because this carrier cross is double tough.
Sami trying to psych himself out, get back into this matchup off that blue thunder bomb.
What to do, what to
The
do.
energy of this Riyadh audience. This is their man. They believe in Sami Zayn now.
Karrion Kross just collapsing to the center of the mat. This is dead weight for Sami Zayn.
And it's a lot of weight. Karrion Kross sitting about 280, 270.
Oh, nice German suplex released by
Nice German
Karrion
suplex
Kross, and it's almost like he
from
suckered Zayn in.
Yes,
Karrion.
he did. Mind games once again. Burn out your energy, lifting up this massive
We have a
flame.
Praise Jar in the house. What's good, Praise? How are you? He says hello.
Karrion Kross,
Thank you so much for the shout out, for the hello. Thank you so much for tuning in to Three Bells Podcast.
comes to judo.
There's usually 5 of us on the PLE like today, but being that this PLE started at 1 o'clock, everybody's working. Everybody's doing family business things. So it's just me. Just for today. We have me. So again, thank you so much. It's myself, Shane O'Mac, and everyone there in the chat. Thank you.
Oh God, not where you want to be.
We are watching Night of Champions. This is the 3rd match with Sami versus Karrion Kross.
Kross caught him in the cross jacket.
And that is firmly locked in now. Sami desperately reaching for those
And
ropes.
Karrion has him on that lock in the middle of the ring.
Cross jacket in. Karrion Kross looking to tap out Sami or pass it out here tonight.
Cross jacket in, they call it.
Cutting off the blood supply to the brain, and now the hooks are in.
Oh, the hooks are in. That's
Wrapping the
it.
legs around the body of Sami Zayn, and Sami starting to fade. Nowhere to go. Kross has got him hooked.
Sammy is fading. Karrion got this lock on real good.
A matter of time now.
Sami Zayn may be out.
Oh God, his face is going purple.
The official
Oh, his
deputy
face
was
is
gone
turning
right there.
red, and he is fading. Sammy is fading, or at least he's playing. 2. He dropped his hand. Dropped his hand twice. Oh, got it up.
Keeps it up, and Sami's still in the fight somehow.
Oh, a quick
Sammy all of a sudden got this bolt of strength, and he's reaching for the third, for the rope.
Frame of Karrion Kross to the bottom rope. Sami about a hand's length away. Fingertips away now. Trying to get to the bottom rope.
What happened? Why is...
Wisely shifts his weight.
Oh, that was so good from Karrion Kross, but is it enough?
Oh, I see. So Karrion, he repositioned himself. Now he's on top of Sammy with the lock still on.
Sami Zayn will force a break.
Why did Karrion made him, gave him an opportunity to reach for the rope. I thought Karrion would have teased and like pulled him back, but no.
What's wrong with you? You gotta learn to stay down.
Oh.
Goodness.
Decapitation.
Sit.
Oh, slap. Oh, slap.
Say you're a liar.
Oh, another clothesline.
Punishment now.
Punishing him in a corner.
Say, Kross, hold the truth.
Looking like a mannequin here, but what?
An overkick in the corner. Oh, here we go. Is he going for the pin?
Kross falls into the cover.
Sami Zayn wins it. Wow. Okay, Sami wins it.
He had no interest, Wade.
That was Karrion. He was doing too much talking, and look what happened. Sami took advantage. He goes in for that hula kick and he gets the win.
But one told too many. Energized whatever spirit is inside Sami Zayn.
Yes, I know, Brian, you're excited. Canada Day, long weekend. Let's go, Sami Zayn, says Brian.
Sami got caught in the cross jacket by Karrion Kross here, and we thought it was over. Oh, man,
Okay, praise is coming to us for Zimbabwe.
This wasn't the end for Sami Zayn. It was all but over.
That's what's up. Or Zimbabwean?
Got to the ropes.
Am I saying that right? Am I saying that right? Zimbabwean. Okay, shout out to so much praise. Thanks, dude. That's awesome.
From Sami Zayn. Grabs the dub here in Riyadh.
And Sami Zayn wins it. But I mean, are we really surprised that Sami won in Saudi Arabia? Doesn't he always win in Saudi Arabia? Just saying. I'm not mad at him. That was a good match. Very good match. As we are going into commercial break, and they're showing of course, the WWE 2K game. I want to share this story. Because, there's this whole talk, and we've been talking about this also here at the Three Bells. We've been talking about a possible WrestleMania 2, as in 2 WrestleManias in 1 year. I don't mean like day 1, day 2. I mean one WrestleMania here in the States, and then the second WrestleMania out there in Saudi Arabia. Somebody put up a very interesting chart in terms of monies, as in Mania money that has been made here. We're talking about ticket sales from every Mania from 1985, which was the very first one, to the one we just had back in April, right? Which was 2025. They made in total about, give or take, a little over $400 million. That's for just for all the 41 WrestleManias. Now let's go to WWE events for Saudi Arabia government, because basically that's who WWE is presenting all of these events in Saudi Arabia for the Saudi Arabia government since 2018. So between 2018 and this year, there's going to be 7 future events between now and 2027. They have made $600 million between the first event and the current event that they have in Saudi Arabia. And they're saying this because, can you imagine the money that Saudi Arabia, or rather WrestleMania, would make if they had a Mania in Saudi? With these type of numbers and what TKO is doing, I think we might have a second WrestleMania, y'all. Because these numbers here, 600 million. And we're talking about from 2018, 1920, all the way to 2025. That's about what? 5, 6, 7, about 8 years there. 600 million. And you're talking about an event that happened starting back in 1985 till now. $400 million. Wow. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. So will we have a Mania in Saudi? And once this deal is complete, will they make another deal to continue matches and continue events in Saudi? Being that they feel that it's so lucrative there, being that they are making records, they're breaking ticket sales there. Case in point, just yesterday, by selling over 25,000 tickets, which was like a record for both that arena and for WWE. I mean, party people, you got to admit, if the money is there, absolutely, you want to take advantage of it, right? So it's all in the name. This definitely shows how powerful and how lucrative, how much money, how big the name WrestleMania truly is. Because one thing about Saudi, they want all the big stuff. They want the biggest and the best for WWE from WWE, because they're paying for it. I mean, it's not $5 billion Netflix, but it's a good amount. It has to be a lot, considering that these guys are traveling all the way over there, bringing their tech crews and bringing their wrestlers there. Got to be making a good amount of money. So I don't know. What you guys think? A second WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia? Is it going to have some type of effect for Mania here? Or it's just two separate things? I think it's just like a name. Because Crown Jewel, when it had first started, it seemed like, it gave off a Mania Part 2. Because here in the States, our Mania Part 2, if you think about it, is SummerSlam. And like I said, we'll see as we are looking at the video package of Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Again, they show these video packages so that we stay abreast as to why we are here, as to why we have this match. And I do believe that this is a title match for the U.S. Championship, right? The U.S. Men's Championship. And shout out to, speaking of champions, shout out to Julia. She had her match with Zelina Vega yesterday. For yesterday, Zelina Vega was our women's United States champion, and Julia won. She grabbed it. She's our newest champion. And we knew this was going to happen because Zelina, she was our champion for the Puerto Rican Day Parade season. Wink, wink. Yeah, she was on that parade. She had her title. And then not too long after that, she has this match, Saudi Arabia, and she loses it to Julia. We knew Julia was going to win. And shout out to Julia, considering where she started and where she is now. Pretty cool. As we continue to look at this video package of Jacob versus Solo. I'm keeping a list here so that we can look back. Because at the end of the PLE and the end of every recap show, we ask the question, what is your match and or moment or moments of the night? Well, that's how we word it because we're usually at night. But this time we will say match and moments or moments of today's PLE. All right, so this is match number 4, everybody, where we have Solo coming out versus Jacob. We still have 2 more matches after this. which, as you see, includes our queen of the ring match, which would be Jade Cargill versus Asuka, or how Wade would say, ask her. And then our main event, of course, is John Cena versus CM Punk for the undisputed title. But first things first, my favorite guy, Jacob. He's definitely my pick to retain. I have no faith in Solo whatsoever. The only way this guy is going to win is if he has J.C. Mateo. Let me make sure I say that right, because I called him Jay-Z last night, so I'll take that. I'll take that again. Boom, 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 boom. By the way, if anybody is actually watching this PLE, if you have epileptic episodes, yeah, be careful, because they have this ginormous video wall with all of these lights, and it does a whole lot of flashing. I know it gave me and Mundo like a slight headache last night when they had brought out Phoenix and Andrade. A whole lot of flashing lights, and it was like, oh my goodness. Jacob, 70 days as United States champion. His second title, defends as champion, and this is his 8th career PLE match.
No one's denying the fact that Solo Sikoa gave Jacob Fatu the opportunity to come to WWE. Gave him riches and fame and fortune. What I think people are concerned about is the way that Solo Sikoa treated Jacob Fatu once he got here. The things he said behind his back. It was almost like he was looking at Fatu.
Oh, so cool how we have praise in the building, in the chat, coming to us from Zimbabwe.
And here's the issue. All gas, no brains was the insult that really set Fatu over the edge. I will argue that Jacob Fatu is a weapon, a major weapon, but weapons have to be pointed in the right direction. Solo did that for Fatu. Now Fatu's on his own. I think it's going to all come unglued.
For the prestigious United States Championship, held by over a dozen Hall of Famers in the history of WWE. Solo, Jacob Fatu, staring down one another in front of a sold-out crowd at Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia.
Hey, Praise, if you're still listening, what time is it over there right now? Here in the States, in the East Coast, it is 2:40 as the bell rings. Here we go, match number 4, everybody.
Savage side of Sikoa has been brought out by this family betrayal from Jacob Fatu.
Well, I would say the betrayal actually came from Solo, but to each his own, as Solo continues to pound away on Fatu.
Okay, so apparently, look at Solo mocking him. See, sucker punched him.
Oh, and a splash in the corner by Fatu.
Celebrating a little too much. You cannot do that against the man who bounces back as quickly as Jacob Fatu. Amazing powers of regeneration.
Well, Fatu is so dangerous, incredible athlete, unhinged as well. You never know what he's going to do and when he's going to do it for the United States.
You know, this
champion.
match should not be that long, because Jacob he's way stronger than Solo.
Captivates in equal measures.
He has more in his arsenal.
The United States Championship with a victory over
He's
LA
our
Knight
champion.
at WrestleMania back in April. Solo catches him with a boot to the face and a big right.
Well, what a burst it
But then
was
again,
from
is
Solo
this
Sikoa
for
in
the
opening 30 seconds of
title?
this one.
Like the
But
ring announcer
shut
guy
down
wasn't
just
there
like
to
that
announce it, so
by this barbarian.
You should have known. I was going to you.
wait a minute, is this?
Uh-oh, and Solo Sikoa wisely rolling out of harm's way.
Wisely, that's the key word. Solo Sikoa is a smart man, although...
Oh, Fatu off the steps and down goes Sikoa.
Perhaps there are no smarts in the world that can protect you from this man.
Like I said, one of the most unpredictable individuals in WWE today. Sikoa with that flying clothesline off the steps.
Fatu with the clothesline, but he has all the physical gifts any superstar could ever wish for.
And there's the senton by Jacob Fatu.
So Jacob Fatu has the upper hand right now.
Another one by Jacob.
Well, you have to think these two probably grew up brawling with each other. Oh, God, go for that.
Oh, almost went for that moonsault, but Solo rolled out.
Well,
Solo knows better.
Champ of the Islands ain't going to get soft that quickly.
Fatu, oh, he went for the suicide dive, and Sikoa caught him with a right.
Solo caught him with the right.
Street Fighter punch, time to perfection.
And now Solo with a Uranagi half spinning Solo out of the apron. And now we get a, Uranagi outside the ring to the floor.
Are they saying F you, Solo?
In the eyes of Solo Sikoa. In part because
as he's back in the ring, and Jacob is rolling. He's rolling under the ring. Is Jacob reaching for something under the ring?
Count out does not help Sikoa. Fatu has the champion's advantage. Sikoa must pin or submit Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, that was very weird what Jacob just did. He was on the ground and he rolled. Looked like he rolled under the ring, like he lifted up the apron and rolled underneath.
Solo admonishing Jacob Fatu.
That was weird.
Turning his back on the family.
No, they back in the ring.
Despite the mistreatment by Solo.
Well, that is the issue, isn't it? Did Solo Sikoa outlive his purpose? For Fatu, you brought me in, you guided me to championships. I don't need you anymore. I'm a big star on my own right, Solo.
That's a unique take.
It's correct, though.
Blocked by Jacob, and now Fatu fighting back.
Right. If anything, Solo needs Jacob, just like he needs Mateo, in order to be the leader. If you have nobody there, what are you the leader of?
Off the top of the ring post.
Again,
so he got to have these individuals so that he can have his ego stroked, so that he can call himself a leader or a tribal chief. But dude, there's only one person that's with you, so what are you a leader of? Are you a leader of a tag team? Oh! As he backs it up in the face of Jacob Fatu in the corner.
This world, Michael Cole. Some people are generals, some people are soldiers. Jacob Fatu may think he outgrew that soldier uniform. He's about to get taught a valuable lesson from the general.
Jacob better get some strength, man. And it seems that Jacob he lost a little weight because he had gained a good amount of weight in a very short period of time. Because remember, before he joined WWE, he was big. He was a big dude. And he lost weight. He got nice and lean when he came into WWE. And then a little while after that, he started gaining weight again. He started gaining weight. His agility had decreased. He was huffing and puffing even more, gasping for air more. You could see that he got tired very, very quickly. But it looks like he's starting to lose a little weight. And I agree with that. You don't have to be the same size, that lean size when you first came in, because I understand that you're using this extra girth as part of your character. But you have to gain that agility back that made you the Jacob that we fell in love with. Can I say that? Because I love this guy. I really, really like this guy. And then when they gave him a microphone and he started cutting promos, oh, forget about it. Forget about it. He's the effing man. And now he's this total package, and he's our United States champion.
been watching Fatu.
You should have listened.
12 months now.
And now he's in the ring fighting the very guy
Jacob firing back.
that he looked up
Blocked
to.
the right. Here comes Jacob Fatu now, trying to fight back into this match. Solo dropped underneath and
Oh.
my God!
What a display.
How the hell did Jacob Fatu stand up from that?
And Horn suplex, and Jacob gets right back up. Twerk it. And Solo gets it from Jacob. And a kick.
I don't understand how this man's on his feet after being dropped on his head.
Man, that was part luck, part brilliance from Jacob Fatu, and Solo Sikoa had no idea. Now
an impaler by Jacob Fatu, and now out to the apron.
Blink and things change quickly around.
Oh, and
Jacob Fatu.
Swanton by Jacob to retain the championship, and a kick out by Solo.
I'm going to see this thing again. German suplex attempted, you see. Oh, wow, a full rotation, took it on the belly, bounced straight back up. Taking down Solo in the process.
And then the swanton by Jacob, and that was a great call, Wade. He did completely rotate, landed on his belly.
As both guys is laid out in the center of the ring as we have our YE Coyote camera.
Back of the neck. That is the aim of the German suplex, but with Jacob Fatu, you cannot take your eye off it for a second.
Just a uber athlete. Freak in the ring.
All gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes. Jacob's motto, not the all gas, no brains that Solo throws around.
Jacob Fatu may well be completely unbreakable. Certainly unyielding.
Nope, there they go. There they go.
I was wondering when he was going to.
We knew he was going to come out, Mr. Mateo.
And now who the hell is out here?
And now somebody else came out.
Jacob Fatu, and look who's back. Tongaloa.
Hey, Tongaloa! Tongaloa's back, y'all! With a spinning neck breaker to take a Fatu. Holy smoke. Tongaloa is back, y'all. Okay, Solo's army just got bigger. As soon as I said it, here comes Tail. Wow.
Yeah, the fix was in all right, but the disbelief on the face.
So you have Tail and Mateo outside of the ring to help out Solo.
Again, a master plan from Solo.
Samoan spike, Fatu able to avoid
almost went for that spike.
Drop Solo down. JC Mateo going to run into a kick and now fall on to Tongaloa. And now Fatu over the top, taking out everybody.
Okay, Jacob flying over the ropes and took out both Mateo and Toa. Mateo Toa.
Oh my God.
Brian says, I also feel the same way about Fatu. Small drop by Jacob. And Mateo's in the ring. He's in the ring. Why? But I feel that for all the bloodline, top 5 for Roman, top 5 for Usos. Now Fatu reaching my favorite top 5. I agree. Who is this?
Oh my goodness! Oh my God! You know who that is? That's Tongaloa.
Hey!
Tonga, their brother. You want everything.
Who was this?
You want everything. You want everything.
This is
We've seen him destroy people in Japan, and he just destroyed Jacob Fatu with a choke slam on our table.
This is Tongaloa's brother?
And now offering the sacrifice back into the ring.
Oh my goodness, how many guys is in this family?
Solo Sikoa's army
Wow. Y'all, I just spoke of how it was just Jacob and Solo, and now two guys just came out of nowhere to help Solo. There were three guys out in the ring to help Solo, and Solo wins it. What is going on here? Wow, just like that, this dude has a faction.
And new United States champion, Solo Sikoa!
Wow.
The shocking return
Yo.
of a man we haven't seen since War Games, Survivor Series, Tonga Loa.
Tonga Loa's back.
Jacob Fatu was going in for the kill. Referee's back turned. An epic moment for Tonga Loa, proving pivotal in turning this one around for Solo Sikoa.
And then this. We thought it was over.
It was supposed to be over there. Fatu hit
That should have been the win, but they distracted the referee.
Wait a second. This absolute freak steps out from under the ring. You are the reason. A smidge under 7 feet tall.
7 feet tall, that guy is huge. Good Lord. Y'all see him? That's a big motherfucker. Look at him. God damn. God damn. He's almost bigger than Omos.
Well, look at him. Look at his army. And look at his championship now.
Wow, just like that, y'all. Solo got his bloodline. Wow, that is amazing, y'all. Who is that? Who's that guy? He is Tonga Loa's brother? Oof. Anyway, congratulations to the cheating Solo. Solo is our new United States champion. So ain't that something, folks? This weekend we have both the men's and the women's United States champion exchanged. And I gotta do some research on this dude. This guy that just slammed Jacob on the table, he's gonna make a whole lot of noise, that guy. But he's 7 foot tall and he's just big and strong for no reason. And now he's part of this Solo bloodline? Man, I don't know what to tell you. That's ooh wee. Lawan, what's going on, Lawan? He's tuning in. Wait, you still at work? And he goes, don't want to see Jimmy and Jay. Want to see something different. That guy that's doing the dark matches main event. Oh, is that who that is? He did like 2 dark matches already. As we're looking at Tiffany Stratton, she's in the audience and she's holding up her women's champion title that she defended yesterday against Nia Jax. Her and Nia Jax had a match, and thanks to Naomi, Tiffany wins because Nia should have won that. She should have won that match. But thanks to like the little thing that Naomi did to Nia, that's how Tiffany managed to grab that title, grab that win. Wow. I don't know, folks. That clearly could be my moment of the afternoon. Not sure about my match because all of these matches are actually very, very good so far. Like there really isn't a a bad match, I would say that some of the matches, like the Rhea versus Raquel, I would have thought it would have been. It should have been more brutal, but then I understand that we're in Saudi, so it can only be but so much. So I get that. And again, I'm shocked that they even had that kind of match at Saudi. So shout out to Saudi for letting the women take that extra step that you usually don't see out there. But we see it here all the time. Hell, we love it here because it's out of that norm. But did you see the size of that guy? That is a big motherfucker. Can you do some research on him? And what's the stop to have him go for a title? And how's his records? Did he win? Because he had 2 dark matches, right? Did he win both of those? And I wonder who he went against. Anyway, let's look at something else here. I have another story. We spoke about that. We spoke about this. Let's say happy 27th anniversary to The Undertaker and Mick Foley. 27 years ago, we experienced their iconic Hell in a Cell match. Remember that match? That match where The Undertaker thought for a second that Mick was gone. He was like, please move something. Move your hand, like blink your eyes or something. Mick Foley says, quote, people will be talking about this match when both of us are long gone, and that makes me happy. Undertaker says, makes me really proud, as they talk about the infamous Hell in a Cell match back in 1998. Listen, that match was absolutely incredible. I mean, Mick Foley, he went all in. Wasn't that the same match where his tooth came out in that match, didn't it? Ooh-wee. Shout out to him. And then I remember they said that Vince McMahon said that was an awesome match, but don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again. As we are watching the promo video package for our Queen of the Ring match, which is right there, Jade Cargill versus Asuka. Who are we going for here? Are we going for power from Jade, or are we going for speed, agility, and risk taker of Asuka? As we are now about to witness the entrance. Asuka's coming out first. As we are about to start match number 5, everybody. So this is match number 5 so far today. We started off with Randy versus Cody, and Cody is he's our king of the ring, y'all. We have the street fight, Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez, and Rhea, even though Raquel had help from Roxanne Perez, possibly her tag teamer, Rhea wins. Then we had Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, and Sami, of course, gets the win. And we just experienced Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa as we see his his bloodline. His bloodline was formed right there. As Mateo comes out to give him a hand, which we knew was going to happen, and then out of nowhere, Tungaloa comes back. We haven't seen this dude, what they say, since Survivor Series when he got injured. And then this guy, I still don't know his name, but apparently he's a brother of Teo, and he's been in the dark matches for the main event. You know, those are the matches that they tape before they do Raw and SmackDown. That's why a lot of times they ask people to come in a half hour early, because what they do is they shoot mostly one match, so that they will feature that on a program called the main event. Not Saturday night's main event, but the main event. Because there are some regions that don't receive Raw and SmackDown. So the main event will have like 2 mid-card matches, and then they will recap what happened on Raw and SmackDown. He participated in those matches for the main event. And he's here today. So will we see him on what days? The family's on SmackDown. So hopefully we'll have like a storyline that would explain who he is and what he is going to be with the Judgment Day. As we are looking at Jade Cargill coming in with a lot of snow, and she got some weird contact lenses that's making her eyes look blue. She looks very spooky. And she has an all-white jumper. She's wearing all white, y'all. We know what that usually means. She has her white hair. She has white, long, curly hair this time with an all-white jumper. And then Asuka has a black jumper. And a lot of times, when an opponent has white on, that usually indicates that they are the winner. The bell has rung. And here we go. Actually, Asuka's wearing black and red. Red and black.
Two highly respectful competitors, but it did come to blows last night.
And we have the same referee, the same lady referee for match number 2, Rhea and Raquel. So shout out to her. She knows she working tonight.
Asuka made a mistake when it came to blows like that. So let's talk strategy. If you're Jade Cargill in this matchup, how do you match a woman who I believe is a first ballot Hall of Famer in Asuka?
Well, clearly there's a massive disparity in resumes here. An experienced Jade Cargill miles behind Asuka, but you've got to hope that power game that you're known for really neutralizes that disparity in the early goings.
And Asuka looking to put Cargill away early. Asuka going to pull out every trick in the book here tonight. Cargill turning it around, and there's the power you talked about with the side slam.
Side slam by Jade.
Leg and a kick out.
And a kick out. 2 kick out.
Weakness with regards to Jade Cargill. Occasionally, the temperament has been an issue. I know for a fact that Nia Jackson.
This should be interesting because.
And got Jade Cargill to essentially get herself disqualified.
Oh, nice. Dragon screw on the rope by
This should be interesting because one thing about Asuka is a great counter competitor.
Was the fact that she got frustrated.
And that's going to work real well, real good with Jade's strength.
And now the knee comes into play.
So now she's working on that knee. That knee is about to be her weak spot, and she's focusing on that knee.
It's not what they're used to. They're supposed to be dominant. They're supposed to be able to control proceedings. And sometimes they lose their rag when that doesn't happen.
Right. Wow. Kick to Jade.
Covered out by Asuka. Kick out to take out the leg of Cargill and make it an even playing field. Take the power game away.
And even the way that went down.
Yeah, so the
really baited
a good way for Asuka to win it is to find her weak spot and just focus on that weak spot. Right now, it's her right knee. Her right knee is bothering her right now. Focus on that. Oh, and she kicks her in the chest. Jade right now is on her knees as Asuka's delivering kicks to her chest. Oh. Back on her feet.
14 days she was at NXT, and in WWE, Wade, she was undefeated.
As in the center of the ring, there's that counter. There's that counter. Jade was going to slam her, and she countered, and now she has... She has, like,
not a single
an
thing has gone
ankle
right
choke.
for Jade Cargill right from the beginning. That is how good the strategy of Asuka has been.
Yeah, but Jade Cargill
Cargill's strength.
her feet, shoulders down momentarily, and a great move. There's the power of Cargill.
She reverses it for the
suplex on the
suplex.
back of her head.
Deadlift, wheelbarrow, German suplex, and you're right.
Meanwhile, Jade is laying down. She's down, and she's still slapping that knee. She's slapping her knee.
We're going to learn a lot about Jade Cargill in this match, Wade. The fact that she's got a damaged knee already after the attack by Asuka.
Yeah, what's been the knock on Jade Cargill in her run in WWE so far? It's that she's been tagging with Bianca Belair. And trust me, pretty much anyone can win a tag
Bianca.
with Bianca Belair. But we saw Cargill step up huge at WrestleMania on her own against former friend Naomi.
I love how the way he talks. He says Bianca and Asuka.
That has propelled Cargill to this final.
And now the fall-away slam by Jade Cargill and a kip-up. Sure how wise that was on a bad knee, but she pulled it off.
Again, Jade is showing her strength.
Now Asuka back to her feet, and a
Oh,
kick
a
drops
kick.
Asuka.
That was a bullseye, using full
Right on her
extension
forehead.
of those long
Oh.
limbs.
And Asuka's looking up at her, smiling.
Looking to outpower Asuka again with a choke slam, dropping her in the
With the
middle
choke
of the ring.
slam.
Cover now for the win. Asuka just got a
2
shoulder
count.
up barely.
You've got to give Jade Cargill all the credit in the world. She gets better every single time we see her, clearly putting in the hard hours behind the scenes, nailing a choke slam here. And Asuka, who dominated the first 5 minutes of this, looks like a changed woman now.
Well, she's about to do. Looks like she's about to do her
Jade
finisher.
Cargill, one of her toughest matches to date. Tough matchup when it comes to Asuka. So well skilled in everything.
Asuka with the kick, and they're both laid
Women
down.
Finals of the Queen of the Ring sold out tonight. The Kingdom Arena, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's been an incredible couple of days as we prepare for the Royal Rumble here in Riyadh.
You know, we have these 5 matches to answer that question. What is my match of the day? This is going to be tough because the past 4 matches was actually pretty good. So I don't know. Jade and Asuka, they're in the middle of the ring, exchanging blows. Oh.
That backhand and a kick to the midsection. And here comes Asuka. This right here is classic Asuka.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, you always back the powerhouse in a strike exchange. Asuka's different, though.
I agree, Brian. It is Jade's time. Absolutely. But it seems like WWE is giving a lot to Asuka since she has returned from her injuries. She has won. She has won every match, basically, to a point where she's even here and as a champion. Well, Queen of the Ring. The fact that she got this, that tells a lot. And I'm not going to lie to you, coming back from injury, I didn't think that she was going to be this good, but she is actually doing very, very well. She healed up very good. So shout out to Asuka on that. As we get the fruit roll up. Nope.
Doing a great job of just confusing Cargill, but wait up.
And again, the power of
In the power of Cargill. Power bomb.
Asuka gets out at 2.
Gets up at 2. Wow. And then Jade, on the other hand, we've seen her grow. We see her move away from her AEW ways or stench, if you want to call it that, to be more comfortable here in WWE, as he has the armbar.
And that arm is fully extended, now desperately trying to block.
And Jade is using her strength to hook her arms.
Oh, God. Asuka back into the full arm bar now on Jade.
And a massive hyperextension. Smart by
Cargill,
Cargill.
though, turns it into a
Carves it into a pin. That's a 2 count.
Kick out. There's a big boot by
Big
Jade.
boot in the head.
Asuka. And now Cargill.
Wait on.
Asuka, though. Jade was going
Up.
for Jade, and Asuka now.
She was going to go for Janet, and again, Asuka counters.
Long way from the ropes now in extreme agony.
Cargill in trouble. Asuka with the Asuka lock in. Cargill trying to fight out of it. Again, trying to turn it into a pinning combination. And she does again and again. And another great
Almost a
counter.
pin. Almost. Jay rolled down.
Defend herself for the onslaught that followed.
Jay gets 2 kicks to the head.
And Asuka could be closing in.
What is she doing?
Empress Impact
Up, here we
was caught.
up.
Intercepted by Cargill.
Here we go.
Counter. Down goes Asuka.
Is that it too? She got it.
Jade Cargill wins.
Jay wins.
Queen of the ring.
What, am I the only person clapping? No one's clapping in the arena?
Is your queen of the ring, but she has
Oh
to
wow, nobody's showing love to Jay Cargill and Saudi.
absolutely spent, exhausted,
You hear that?
but block out the pain. You are the queen of WWE.
Where's the cheers? Where's the
Biggest
celebration?
win of Jade Cargill's singles career here in WWE.
I'll give it to you, girl. Matter of fact, where's my button? Here we go. Congratulations to Jade Cargill. She is our newest queen of the ring.
And escape plans, but
Hail
this
to
was
the
the
queen.
moment I thought it was game over. Asuka immediately pouncing, going in for that Empress impact, but the power of Cargill was too much. Hooked Asuka. Empress of Tomorrow goes down. Victory in sight. No mistakes from here for Cargill.
General managers Pierce and Aldis in the ring to present Jade Cargill with the Queen of the Ring crown.
And the new Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill!
This guy, Mike, announcer guy. He tries so hard, he cracks his voice. Like, dude, just announce. You don't have to be so extra about it.
Jade, you are now headed to SummerSlam and a match for the WWE Women's Championship. How do you feel?
You know, Byron, when I first entered this tournament, it felt like the world was on my shoulders. But you know what? For the people out there who are down themselves, praise yourself because you are fighting through the booze. Don't let them tell you who you are. You show them.
Right.
If I don't stop, a storm is coming for SummerSlam.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Well, it remains to be seen who will be the WWE Women's Champion at SummerSlam.
And she said that from her chest as they were booing her.
Jade Cargill has an opportunity.
As they're booing.
MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, the first weekend of August.
And they're showing this cool shot of Jade in the middle of the ring with the Jumbotron in the background and the pyros.
To win her first
And she places her crown on her head.
in WWE.
Hail to the queen. So does that mean that Charlotte, because doesn't Charlotte Flair, when she comes out, it goes, hail to the queen. But she's not a queen. There's your queen right there, Jade Cargill. And we still have Nia Jax. She forever could call herself a queen. How come they two don't have, hail to the queen in their intro songs? Maybe Jay should. Like right before a storm is to come in, say, hail to the queen. Brother BKL is in the house. Brother BKL, He says, hello, fellas, in Three Bells Podcast. Sport entertainment guy has arrived in the building. Great to see an early morning for Night of Champions, and unfortunately, congratulations to Jade. I was thinking Asuka would become an Empress. I mean, Asuka just came back from injury, and she's already going to be crowned? I mean, maybe something in the future will happen for her. But I'm glad that Jay got it. I really am. She has worked real hard, and she's been in the company for quite some time. Well, hell, she was in the company quite some time before she even had her first match. But she has come a long, long way. And now she's our queen. And she is going for the gold at SummerSlam. Will Tiffany, because Tiffany, she's the holder, yes? And Tiffany had a match last night, and she won. Who is to say that Tiffany won't have another match or two before August? Yes, I know that July is next month. And then after that is August. Wow. Goodness. I'm looking at a calendar. That's why I'm looking this way. I have a calendar sitting right there. So I'm looking at the dates here as they're showing us a preview of what's to come for Monday Night Raw. Don't forget, Monday Night Raw is special start time at 6 p.m., everybody. Raw on Monday is at 6 p.m. because between you and me, they're going to do a taping of SmackDown after Raw because Friday Night SmackDown is July 4th. So WWE, they're nice enough to let their superstars have July 4th off. So that's why they're doing that. And also, SmackDown starting Friday is going to be 2 hours long. 2-hour episodes of SmackDown starts on Friday because USA, they're going to premiere some shows on their network at the 10 o'clock slot. So this is good news for everybody because we already know that Triple H and crew, they don't like 3-hour show. They hate 3-hour shows. Triple H, he hated it when it was 3 hours Raw. He didn't like it at all. That's a lot of time to fill in. And now that you have 2 hours, let's see how they work it out. I hope it works out with a nice flow, just like how they do on NXT. You see how NXT, they do it where they can have as much as 6, sometimes 7 matches within that 2-hour period and have their promos and have their backstage interviews as well as commercials, as well as picture-in-picture. They have all of this in a jam-packed exactly 2 hours. Because CW, they have their news at 10. They don't play. 11:59, you better wrap it up. Because at 10 o'clock, we don't care what's going on, you're cut. And we've seen them cut promos. Hell, they cut The Rock. Remember The Rock thought he was cool, thought that he had all that time to do his promo. They cut his ass right off at the 10 o'clock slot. Nobody is replacing our 10 o'clock news. Not even you, The Rock. I sound relieved from what, the 2 hours? No, actually, you know who's more relieved if you saw yesterday's show? Mundo. Mundo can't wait till we have 2 hours SmackDown because he's like, 10 o'clock, we're out of here. Because he works early on Saturdays, so. We have our main event coming up. But before we have our main event, I want to do something special here because I'm here by myself. And I know some people out there, you don't tune into our Tuesday night show where we have Uncle Shane birthday shout outs for today and today only. I want to quickly give, let's see if I can do this right. Give a special encore presentation of happy birthday shout out. Hey, if you're celebrating a birthday this week, we like to say happy birthday. For you're also celebrating with these superstars. We like to say happy birthday to Cyndi Lauper. Remember her? Girls Just Want to Have Fun? And she was also featured on the very first WrestleMania. Happy birthday, Cyndi Lauper, at 72. Also like to say happy birthday to the wife of Cody Rhodes. Look at her. Don't she look good? She's looking awesome. Standing there with a cute little baby girl. Happy birthday, Brandy Rhodes. She celebrates at 42. Brandy Rhodes. And remember, he took his nice little vacation and he wasn't on that episode of Raw? Well, now we know why, because he was out chilling, celebrating his birthday. Adam Pearce, everybody. I like to say happy birthday to Adam Pearce, for he turned 47. And will we see her come back to WWE in the ring? Will we see Lei Ku reunite? That has been rumored, and maybe it'll be true. But first things first, I'd like to say happy birthday to Layla. Layla, happy birthday at 48. I'd like to give heavenly birthday shout outs to Earthquake. Remember, he was in that tag team along with Typhoon. Big guy and a bigger heart. Born 1963 and passed in 2006 at the age of 42. And then remember this big guy right here. Most of us know him as Debo from Friday. But before that, he was Zeus from what was the name of that movie that he did with Hulk Hogan? No Holds Barred. Like to say happy birthday to Mr. Timey Lister Jr., born 1958 and passed in 2020, the age of 62. Those are your birthday shout-outs, everybody, for the week of June 22nd to June 28th, 2025. I'd like to say happy birthday to all of our superstars, as well as the superstars in your lives. I would like to personally give a birthday shout-out to my homie, to my bestest friend. We have been homies for about over 35 years now. Yeah, he's married, got his awesome wife right there. I'd like to say happy birthday to my homeboy, James Richardson. Happy birthday to you, man. Love you, bro. And thank you so much for just helping develop the coolness of Shane Moses. Yeah. Happy birthday to you, James. And happy birthday to everybody that is celebrating a birthday this week. Happy birthday. Again, we usually don't do birthday shout-outs on a day like today, but then again, I'm here by myself. So there you have it, as we are having our main event. CM Punk is coming out. We can hear? Okay. And everybody is singing his song. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Don't forget, everybody, if you're enjoying our podcast today, do us a favor and press that like button for the algorithm. And if you have not done so yet, please press that subscribe button so you won't miss our next live. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe I should put something in this juice. Don't forget to press that subscribe button so you get notifications for our next live, which again will be this Monday at 6 p.m. for our Raw live reaction show. Yeah. As we are watching CM Punk come in for his match versus John Cena. John Cena. This is for the undisputed title, y'all. Me, personally, no. John's going to retain. It's still too early for John to lose the title. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Brian. But it's too early, dude. It's not even It's 3:23. It's the 3:27. Excuse me, the 3:27th hour. It's too early to drink. Okay, there we go. I just wanted to fix my mic quick fast. They wanna. Okay. Who do you guys got, by the way? Who do you think is gonna win this main event match here? Do you have John Cena retaining, or would you like to see CM Punk as our new undisputed title holder, which will probably alter the universe moving forward to like SummerSlam and in December, because December is when John Cena is supposed to retire. So yeah, John Cena, he continues to get loud pops. You hear that pop? Wow, it's amazing how heel turned Cena gets a louder pop than regular Cena. So last night, John wore purple. He wore purple, and what was that other color? There was another color he wore with the purple, and tonight he's wearing, or today he's wearing green. As he comes out, because usually, according to what Jay was telling us, he wears the color in response to their location, whether it's the basketball team, football team, he wears those colors. So 17-time world champion, I missed his stats. Anyway, everybody, this is the Three Bells Podcast. I am your host, Shane O'Mac. And usually here is CEO Mundo, along with our sports guy, Triple J, along with our Tri-State Mania guy, Lawan, and we even have a lady in the faction, First Lady Sylvie. They're usually here for our PLE watch parties, but again, because they had to work and they're dealing with family and life, and the fact that this PLE started so early, they're unable to make it. So that just left with me. So the question was, with the executives, should we still have a show, or not have a show, or have the show later tonight at 8:30? You want to have a show at 8:30 that's talking about something that happened at 1 o'clock? It's like, dude, by the time 4 o'clock hits, the entire internet is going to explode with everything that's happened tonight. So the only thing for us to do at 8:30 is to basically just talk about what had happened. And I know how much a lot of you love our live reactions. So I said, we got to keep it consistent. So that's why I am here one time only, as we have Mike in the ring. One fall.
And is for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Oh, why does his voice crack like that? Ugh.
Introducing first, the challenger from Chicago, Illinois. He weighed in at 218 pounds. The best in the world, CM Punk!
For those of you who missed last night's SmackDown, when you get a chance, take a look towards the end with CM Punk's promo. You talk about cook. CM Punk cooked John Cena.
Weighing in at 218
151 pounds. He is the greatest of all time. The never seen 17, gracing Riyadh with his presence one last time.
Yep, this is it, y'all.
He is the last real champion. He is the undisputed WWE champion, John Cena!
Yeah, they still showing him love.
In Riyadh, the final time at Night of Champions, his retirement tour.
As he rudely throws his title to the referee, as the referee is holding it up. Oh, that was rude, John.
CM Punk, the greatest of all time, John Cena, for the undisputed WWE Championship.
There's the bell. Here we go.
One of the greatest rivalries in the history of WWE. They are 6-6 with a draw in singles matchups against one another over the years. CM Punk with the biggest win of his career when he beat John Cena for the championship in 2011.
Oh, so he has beat.
SummerSlam of that year, the last time Punk defeated Cena.
Okay, so Cena has defeated. Well, Punk has defeated Cena. Yeah. So will he be able to do it again tonight or today?
First time in nearly 13 years, these two have done battle with a championship on the line. Side headlock by Cena as we start things off in this matchup. Keys to the match for Cena, Wade.
Keys to the match for Cena is he simply has to outclass the best of all time in CM Punk, who per the eye test is in the best shape of his life. That is a tall, tall task. And John Boy better figure something out real fast here.
As they're showing a wide shot of the Fireflies. The Fireflies has returned, everybody. Remember at the top of the show they did this? They're doing it again.
Crowd tonight, goosebumps inducing. And Cena and Punk haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, shout out to Saudi Arabia. They were lit the whole time. Well, until Jay Cargill won, it was dead silent. Ugh, that was amazing.
With the WWE Championship, Cena's stated goal this time around to do the same at the end of the retirement.
Okay, now here we go.
Side headlock now by Punk. Keys to
Headlock.
winning the championship.
Well, Punk needs to simply lock in, block out the noise, focus exclusively on why he really came back to WWE. There's been a ton of talk about why, even from himself. He is a natural-born competitor, a natural-born winner, and he sees his place exclusively at the top of the mountain. Some things never change.
Punk looking for a 6th world championship. Been an Intercontinental Champion, a Tag Team Champion, only man in history to win back-to-back Money in the Banks. Of course, John Cena, record-setting 17-time world champion. Randy Orton, the only active performer that is still close at 14. Nice side headlock takedown and into a leg scissors by Cena.
So Randy has 14. Is he going to stay to try to beat CM Punk? Not CM Punk. John Cena 17th. Does he have time? Does he have the ability to reach 17 and beyond? Randy Orton. He's at 14. I don't know.
Remember, John Cena would win the Elimination Chamber to earn the opportunity at WrestleMania and Cody Rhodes. He beat CM Punk in the chamber after a stomp by Seth Rollins. That was the beginning of the clues that John Cena perhaps was going to do everything he needed to do to win the championship. And then, of course, later on in the night, the alignment with The Rock, he would go on a controversial manner to win the championship against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Controversy has been a part of everything John Cena has done since Toronto in March.
Yeah, I think John Cena, when he returned to WWE, came back perhaps with the best of intentions.
Good shoulder.
But realized maybe over the course of time he'd lost a step. And if he really wanted to achieve his goals here and become that record-breaking 17-time world champ, he needed to find some shortcuts. He needed to become a different human being, and boy, oh boy, has he done so.
Yeah, there's no doubt he's a different human being, as is that man.
You know, with so much going on, I totally forgot that John Cena became a bad guy or a heel.
I cannot overemphasize
Thanks to The Rock.
the amount of
Totally forgot about that
these
moment.
WWE fans here in Riyadh have shown us not only tonight, but last night at Friday Night
Now we got the
SmackDown.
Fireflies again. As the main camera pulls out into a big wide shot.
Tell this is a football stadium. Yeah, I said football, not soccer, Michael Cole.
I said football at the top of the show.
It's CM Punk and
You're a reformed Cena fanboy and a reformed.
oh, okay, yeah. For a minute there,
Cena, listen,
Punk and Cena, they was just standing in the ring, like just taking in all of that love from Saudi.
I just don't like the attitude that Cena's showing here, especially in his last year in WWE. He's taken everything away from the fans. He's taken away the you can't see me and the hustle, loyalty, and respect, not allowing them to cheer what they want to cheer in John's final time here in WWE. And I think he's robbed the fans of that.
Well, Adam perhaps bought that argument 6 months ago, but when you've soiled your legacy like John Cena has,
Fisherman
I don't know
suplex
how
into a cover.
you can call that guy the greatest of all time anymore.
you know, the momentum of this match is a little off
Many believe is the greatest of all time
because of
to be
the audience.
dirtiest player in the game.
You know, they're doing those whole big chants and stuff like that. It stops the match for a second because, you know, John and Punk, they stand there and they're like absorbing, you know, the energy. But it kind of takes away from the memento of the match. But now we're back in full swing.
Cena just got out
As Cena rolls out, he's out the side.
Running away like a scalded cat, and who can blame him? We know how devastating that GTS
And we're being reminded that there is a post-show following this main event here.
To get out of trouble.
And that's classic Punk. Mind games.
As Punk lay across the top corner chilling.
Classic Punk, but Punk really is a career-long antagonist who is now tasked
I wonder, are they going to have a press
2025's
conference?
ultimate villain.
Let's make no mistake about it. Punk is still an antagonist. He's still got that attitude. He's got that mentality.
Imagine.
Oh, look at Cena trying to power Punk up.
I mean, I'm not going to watch it,
What's
but
Punk trying to do here? Awkward situation for both these men. Cena's got him in the AA position, at least momentarily. Punk, though, roll up from behind.
foot roll up. Nope.
Well, Cena might have lost in speed. Oh, he certainly hasn't lost
Clothesline.
in power. John Cena still throwing around massive weights at Hard Knocks South, his gym in Tampa, Florida, but just beaten to the punch on that one by CM Punk.
And Punk to the side, Russian leg sweep, floats right into the cover and forces John to get the shoulder up. Punk knew he wasn't beating John
yeah,
there.
they love both of them.
I got your number.
Yeah, but I do think the longer this match goes on, the more it benefits CM Punk. I think CM Punk has shaken off a massive amount of ring rust since coming back to WWE. I was highly critical of him, but that epic rivalry with Drew McIntyre last year has really taken Punk to levels I haven't seen from him before.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I agree with you totally on that point. Punk again now. Oh, Cena. It looked like Punk was going. Punk doing here, abdominal stretch perhaps.
For this modified octopus hold, maybe a
Calling it
page out
an
of
octopus
AJ
hold in
Lee's
the
playbook.
center of the ring.
Oh, indeed. As Punk delivered a couple elbows. Cena now
And
looking
then-
to power him up. And down goes Punk. Nice takedown by John.
Nice takedown.
Into the cover. And Punk hit
2
one.
count.
Got to tweak something in the side of John Cena there, though, interestingly enough.
Look at that. They both
Brief pause for Cena, but
huffing
now
and
back
puffing.
on the attack.
Oh, their hair all wild out.
Is this the pace you expected?
From John Cena, absolutely.
Yeah,
This is
they
what
ain't
we've
no
seen
young
from him
bucks, I'll
since
tell you that
returning.
much.
This is historically the John Cena pace, and when John Cena controls the pace of matches, does things at this speed, methodically, he tends to win.
Cena with a kick right to the face. That caught
Big
Punk
kick
good.
to the
Punk's
head.
down.
And if you can pick up the pace against John Cena, you've got a much better chance, but the volume and the power of those strikes just knocks the stuffing out of opponents, so they quite simply cannot pick the speed up.
Referee Dan Engler checking on Punk again. That was a flush kick by Cena right to the face. John with a shoulder tackle. Vintage Cena here. And will he give the
Here we go.
WWE fans what they want?
John Cena with his little sequence before he does the "You Can't See Me."
And he does with a five-knuckle shuffle. And now measuring Punk for the AA. The attitude adjustment. Punk slips behind.
Counter.
And Punk caught him with a heel kick.
Heel kick.
Cena back to his feet. Punk dips underneath. Nice neck breaker by Punk.
You get a little classic CM Punk in return.
They both stay in the corners.
The running knee by Punk caught Cena flush on the jaw. Got the bridge of the nose too. Cena looking like a suplex dummy now.
And CM Punk slowly climbs up to the top rope. Stand there and poses.
Paying homage to the Macho Man. Flying elbow by Punk. And he says it's time to go.
That wasn't the cleanest elbow.
Absolute bullseye.
I mean, I know he connected, but
Look
that
at
didn't
the
look too clean.
GTS to go to sleep to win the championship. Oh, got caught. Cena picked him out of the air.
See, he was playing around. Now Cena got him in the middle of the ring.
A turn of speed at the right moment from John Cena, just when it was crucial.
Now Punk, you got to wonder, will he tap out? A long way from the bottom rope.
I don't know if CM Punk has it in him to tap out.
Yeah, but how
maybe
many?
a pass out, if anything.
And Punk now going to try to turn it around into an anaconda vice on John Cena.
Shows the brilliance of CM Punk while in agony, while in dire straits.
Submission now applied to Cena. Cena's in trouble. If he taps, Punk wins the title. Shoulders down, that'll force a break.
Oh, the brains just
Also
never
roll up.
stop working.
Uh-oh, Cena.
Cena.
Attitude adjustment. AA.
Got it. Does he got it? Does he got it?
Kick out by Punk at 2.
That was close. Very close.
Oh, this is incredible. This is why these are two of the greatest in history. Perfectly executed elbow drop. And this looked like it was going to be good night, but after the GTS was avoided, an AA from Cena and a late kick out from Punk, who is hurting in a bad way now.
Yeah, Cena, you saw the look on his face. He smells blood. Cena with Punk up again, looking for another attitude adjustment. Punk, though, will land on his feet, kick right to the midsection. Oh, and he plants Cena with a DDT.
DDT.
Yeah, but Punk is hurting bad here. I don't know if he's going to be able to follow this
DDT.
up.
That used to be an actual finisher, y'all. Courtesy of Jake the Snake Roberts. Now everyone does it.
Punk going to turn the tables on Cena. Now it's Cena in trouble.
Adding insult to injury.
Can you imagine if Cena taps to his own move? And Cena trying to drag himself, get the hand on the rope and force a break.
Quality to reach for the rope. Trying to break the count.
Does he have enough left? Punk's got it cinched in good. And now the break will happen.
Punk had those hands in the perfect spot, kind of blocking the vision of John Cena, which is why it took about 5 seconds to actually grab that rope.
And that's why Punk took almost the full 5 seconds to break to continue the damage to Cena.
Cena wilting in the corner, propped up by the turnbuckles, and if Punk can move fast here.
Another running knee, caught John flush again. And now there's went for the Bulldog, Cena able to block. And John now plants Punk center of the ring.
Uh-oh. Countered.
Punk dips underneath. Went for the neck breaker. Cena with Punk up top. Cena again with an AA. Attitude adjustment again. Hooks the outside leg. Punk able to kick out.
And this just has to crush the spirit of John Cena. Reversal after reversal after reversal. I know you better than you know yourself. And boom, this one's over, Punk. Or is it? Not tonight, not this way, John.
Now with the 17-time world champion, John Cena starts to get frustrated in front of a sellout crowd at Night of Champions at Kingdom Arena.
That is a look of panic on the eyes of John Cena. Resilient it may be, trying something, but he thought he'd be home and dry at this point.
Now Punk placed up on the top rope. Both of these men, exhaustion setting in.
What's going on? Am I saying this right? Jusky to 2X? As he says, pretty sure Rollins is cashing in tonight, which will lead to Cody fighting Rollins again to start back up their rivalry. That'll be interesting, Jay. Third attitude adjustment. Cover. And Punk again. Wow.
What the hell is driving CM Punk this evening?
3 AAs this man kicked out of.
Oh my God. Brilliant from Punk. Even better from John Cena. Just raw power this deep into a exhausting matchup. AA number 3. Punk broken, but beaten, no.
The guts of Punk in this match tonight.
I don't know if Punk has any clue what he's just done. I don't know if the cogs are turning in his mind, but John Cena is fully aware. And that is a look of resigned failure for me.
John has his eyes trained on the WWE Championship.
But then, Jusky, what would be of John Cena as he continues his little retirement tour thingy here? Like, if he doesn't have the title, then what else is there for him to fight to get the title back? And that's right, Jay. We got to watch out for Ron Killings. Is he in the house? Is this it? Is this it? No. That is possible, Jay, because we saw Ron yesterday. So the crew is out there. You're out there, so. I mean, at this point, anything is possible.
For the most part, it's been overwhelming love for Cena on this retirement tour, despite his actions. Maybe he allowed the fans to get to him.
These guys, they are really going in right now.
Explanation after what I've seen over the past few months from John Cena. Maybe he's just had his bell rung and is making bad decisions.
Well, he suffered the bell ringing after he dropped the title out of the ring. And now Punk and Cena throwing rights and haymakers at each other.
Punching back and forth. Back and forth. To answer your question, says Jay, I think he won't retire until his contract expires, which could lead to him doing one segment with The Rock. Do we even care? You know, You know, The Rock has lost a lot of fans and gained a lot of hate after that whole debacle that he did not too long ago. Meanwhile, the referee... Where's the referee? The referee he's out.
Down and out. Yeah, Punk didn't see what happened because he ducked out of the way of the tackle. Cena just clocked the referee, who's down and out now.
Yeah, that was a nasty landing. The shoulder tackle was bad enough, but the way
and you said it, brother. They literally beat up back and forth all the time. And here, you're right, Jay. Jay, look, it's Seth freaking Rollins and his crew. Wow.
This is not unprecedented. Rollins
Seth with Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed.
And Rollins and his crew are here.
And Bronson and Breaker, they were in t-shirts and shirts, and they fight in this gear.
This referee is down.
That's a great point.
That's right. That was right. As CM Punk is eyeballing them, he's standing in the center of the ring looking at them, and he's ready. He's posting himself, he's ready. Meanwhile, John Cena, where's John? And the referee is still outside the ring. This is crazy. I didn't think this was possible. It's too early. Okay. This is interesting. Because look at Bronson. Look at Breaker. They look like they are waiting for Seth to give them the cue to go up and attack. And there's the hand. Is he gonna? There they go. Right on cue. So CM Punk versus Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Against the greatest of all time, arguably.
Now Breaker and Bronson Reed both down and out outside the ring. CM Punk launches.
Whoa, and CM Punk launches himself to both Bronson and Breaker. But Bronson Reed catches him.
And turn the tide in favor of Reed and Breaker.
Well, Reed didn't go down. He's
and they both about to slam him on the table. Onto the desk.
The Arabic announce table.
And it's done. It's broken.
Of course, that should be a disqualification, but with our referee down, these boys can do whatever they want.
Meanwhile, where the hell is John?
Punk is down and out. Breaker and Reed celebrating.
And Seth is standing in the center of the ring, and he's calling somebody.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Rollins is calling for an official. Is Rollins going to
Hey!
the heist of the century?
Oh no! John Cena just hit the official as he was running to the ring. Are you kidding? Whoa! John is going to get fined for that. You're not supposed to hit an official like that. Like he just cold bum rushed him as he was running to the ring. Cena, Seth Rollins in the ring. AA to Seth. And here comes Braun and here comes Bronson to attack John Cena in the middle of the ring. This is crazy. So now Punk is out. He's on top of the broken tables. Who the hell is this? Hey, Penta. Penta, dude, you ain't got time for the sexy walk. What are you there for? As Breaker, he runs out to the ramp. There though, as he gives a series of kicks to Breaker as they on the ramp. Up, and Breaker catches him. That's it. Good night. That's it. Good night. And now here comes Sam. Oh, they're gonna bring all the friends out, y'all. Here comes Sami Zayn. And he immediately goes after Breaker. They're out on the sides between the barricade and the ramp. And they're heading towards the back with a series of punches from Sammy. Breaker counters. So they're in the back towards the Jumbotron. Penta is up in the air. He flies and lands on both of them. All three is on the ground. Meanwhile, in the ring, John Cena is knocked out, and here comes Bronson Reed. Uh-oh, the tsunami. Tsunamis are coming. If he lands one tsunami on CM Punk, just threw or just push Bronson off. Cena now is going to do an AA. Good Lord. And now we have Punk and Cena in the ring. Bronson Reed, he rolls out, he's outside. Breaker, Sammy, and Penta, they still out on the other end of the ramp. And now we have John Cena and CM Punk in the ring. Back to square one. Is that right, Jay? John Moxley was seen in WWE working out? Really? At their, what was that, their performance center in Florida? As Punk and Cena are there, they're just standing in the middle of the ring. Cena's just staring at Punk as Punk wants to shake his hand.
I told you something.
They're shaking hands and hugging, and a close-up shot of John Cena. Up, and there goes Seth with that damn briefcase to the head of Punk, and now a stump to Punk. John Cena throws Seth out the ring. Here comes the referee. Cena wins it. Seth Rollins just screwed CM Punk. Ooh, Nelly. Ooh, Nelly. Somebody's in trouble. He sure did. Ooh, Seth screwed Punk again. And Cena giving us that meme. You're gonna see that picture a lot floating. Wow, Seth hitting Punk with the briefcase and the stomp. And then John Cena saw it. He throws Seth out. He goes for the pin for the win. John is still our champion. Wow.
As champion continues. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins has once again fought CM Punk. You stay on and watch this.
Oh, it's not over yet? There's still more? What you gonna do? Okay, now we cut. Wow, everybody. Whew. That, folks, was Night of Champions 2025. As they actually come back from Black, there's a camera on Seth. Wait a minute. Let me put some audio on this. because John has already stepped out. John is gone. We have CM Punk in the ring, still laid out, and we have Seth and crew leaving. Okay. Well, rather Seth with Paul Heyman and Bronson Reed. Because don't forget, Breaker was already at the other end of the ramp with Penta and Sammy. They're long gone. So these guys are leaving, and Punk is still in the ring. He's just laying there. He's just laying there, like just looking up. Like it's almost as if he's pondering and thinking what just happened. He's trying to muster up some strength to get up. Meanwhile, in this angle, you can see the two referees helping each other up. Punk is continuing to fight to get up, but he can't get up. As we have our coyote shot, Hawaii coyote shot, Riyadh season in the middle of the ring. And Punk, he can't, he's fighting to get up. And he's getting closer and closer to try to get up. He's down again for the fourth time. Okay, one more. Make this one count. And with his left hand, he's going like this so that the crowd can amp him up. There you go. There he go. Now he's up. He did the Undertaker and popped back up. There we go. All right, folks, that is Night of Champions. Once again, let's go through this list of the matches we have, and then I'm going to ask the question: what is your match and or moments of the PLE? So everyone in the chat, please feel free to give us your picks. We had a total of 6 matches. The first one was the opener. The opening match was with Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes for the King of the Ring. And congratulations to Cody. He is our king. We had a street fight, a lady street fight in Saudi Arabia with Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez with a little tiny bit of help from her maybe tag partner, Roxanne Perez. In spite of that, Rhea Ripley wins. Then we have match number 3, Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, featuring that very beautiful Scarlett. In spite of that, Sami wins. Then we have Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship title. And lo and behold, as I'm sitting here talking, saying how Solo is Solo, how is he a leader of a faction, and how you could call yourself a faction or even a bloodline where it's just the two of you and JC Mateo? Why is, as soon as I said that, here comes Mateo to come out to help, and out of nowhere, what's his name? Tongaloa comes out to, am I saying that right? Tongaloa? Lower Tonga? You know who I'm talking about. Him! He comes out after injury that he got from Survivor Series. He comes out to help. And then his brother, this big dude standing at 7 feet? Like just a big old monster. He comes out of nowhere. So by the end of the match, this guy, he gets his bloodline. He has a whole bloodline. And he is our new United States champion. Whew. And then we have our queen of the ring match, Asuka versus Jade Cargill. And congratulations to the crowd's non-favorite, Jade Cargill, our favorite, for she is our new queen. And she will face whoever is holding that title at SummerSlam. And then to close out what we just witnessed, CM Punk versus John Cena. And Cena retains with the help of, out of all people, Seth freaking Rollins. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. I will say that I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. The only thing that I didn't like about this PLE was the fact that it started here at 1:00, and I wasn't able to share this PLE with my homies Mundo, Jay, Lawan, and Sylvie. I had to be here alone, of course, with you, and I appreciate all of you that are out there in the chat, and I understand that we have to keep the show going, so I'm not complaining that I'm here alone. I just miss my homies. I miss turning like this and talking to my homies and hearing their voices and getting their opinions and just laugh and just have a good time. So I hope that I did a good job for everybody out there. Hope I made the three belts look good today. But I don't want to get used to hosting this show by myself. It is really tough to host a show alone. Because it's funny because we had this discussion with one of our other homies, hear these thoughts as to whether you would do a podcast alone or would you have it with some friends. And he says he'd much rather do it with his friends. It's tough doing it alone. All right, so I have to give my match a moment, right? This one is tough because, again, all 6 matches were really good. Man. Considering the circumstances and considering the fact that this happened at Saudi, and even though I expected more, it was still good. I'm going to say that my match of the PLE is Rhea Ripley versus Raquel. It started out a little slow, but then it did gain momentum, and they started using, outside elements. And then you even had Roxanne Perez to come out and help them out, which you knew that she was going to come out and do that. So because of that, I want to say that my match of the night is Rhea versus Raquel. I think that they broke the mold when they had this type of match. I mean, first of all, it's 2 women fighting in Saudi Arabia. And then they had this, this no rule street fight match where anything can happen, anything goes. And they did a good job. And Rhea, she just kicked ass from both Raquel and Roxanne. My moment of the night, or moment of the PLE, excuse me, I have 2. The fact that Solo's bloodline was formed right before our eyes before he was crowned our newest United States champion. Like that picture right there of him and his new bloodline. Oh man, his promo is going to be insane when they step in the center of that ring and he gets his promo for Friday. Yeah, we might have to have a show on that. On that day, just so we can see what Solo is going to say and hear from Tonga and Tonga's brother, this guy. Like, I really don't know what this guy's name is. And my other moment, what we just witnessed, this whole thing with the CM Punk and John Cena match. Like, the match itself was okay, but it was what happened, once, Seth Rollins and them, when they all came out, that made it even more juicy, and that helps to continue the story. Because now Seth freaking Rollins has some explaining to do to CM Punk. Because, Punk is going to come out and he is going to be mad as hell. Mad as hell. So it's going to be very interesting on Monday and Friday of this week. Whew. I'm telling y'all, if it was a little later, I would have a drink, but it is still early. It's still early. I haven't eaten anything. I've been drinking on water and orange juice the entire time. But I tell you what, though, once we leave here, I'm going to definitely stuff my face. Universal is in the house. Universal, what's going on, man? How are you? Hope all is well. Universal says, hi, all. And also says, great main event. That was an awesome main event, wasn't it? And goes, I'm sorry you were alone today. If I knew, I would have come earlier. That's okay, Universal. It's okay. We just found out that I was going to be alone also, because I was going to be here with Jay, but then Jay had to, make sure that his daughter had safe travels and situate her, because she just graduated school and she's on her way to college. So he's making sure that everything runs nice and smooth at that end. So the show goes on. Ripley's match was good, says Universal. And worst match was Jade, who screwed up the pin count. It was 2, not 3. That was a little off. I think that's why the audience was off, because it just seemed, that was kind of weird. Yeah. But she's our queen, so we'll see where that goes. We'll see what will be on Naomi's plate in terms of interfering and playing mind games so that she won't be our next women's title holder. We'll see. Brian says, Shane, thanks for holding it down, bro. You a solid dude. Thank you, Brian. His match of the day is Jacob versus Solo. It's set up so much. Moment of the day is Rhea winning and her outfit. That outfit. Keep up the good work, Shane. Thank you, Brian. That's Brian's match and moments of the night. Or the day. See, I'm still stuck on match and moments of the night, the day. Yubong. Am I saying that right? Yubong? I hope I'm saying your name right. Anyway, he says good evening. And I didn't enjoy it. You didn't enjoy the PLE? First of all, you're saying good evening, so I take it that it's, 7? Well, at this point, it should be, like maybe 10, 11 o'clock where you are? It's 4:14 here in the East Coast of the United States. So what time is it there? Brian says, Mundo Lawan, you all need to buy this man Shane O'Mac a pizza. I agree. Because they're working, so they better make that pizza money. Match of the night. I would say that match is King and Queen of the Ring, says brother. It was incredible between Cody and Randy, plus Jade and Asuka. 2 men and 2 women were intense. I would say intense, but I will stick to that match. His moment of the day or night, I would give credit to Saudi Arabia. This is the 13th PLE live at Saudi, but Royal Rumble is on the corner. And man, I wonder what kind of atmosphere at Riyadh. I would think that it would be the same thing, because Riyadh, they love WWE and they show love every time. It's just like this. I mean, the only time it was dead was, just a few minutes ago when we saw Jade with that weird win. But it should be, and especially it's Royal Rumble, so they're going to be on fire. That is brothers' match and moment of the day, or night, depending on how you look at it. Universal, I think he's answering my question where he says Gorillas of Destiny, Tomatunga and Tungaloa. Okay. Tomatunga and Tungaloa. Well, yeah, that's the Thomas guy, right? Yeah, he's still he's our yeah guy, right? Hopefully he'll come back soon before SummerSlam in August. I don't know how long he's going to be gone for, but we'll see. Brian goes, oh, damn, I want to change moment to Jade winning Queen of the Ring. Damn, I'm high. He's high just like that. That's Brian's moment of the day. Universal says congratulations to her. and it's 11:15 in Saudi right now. It's a 7-hour difference. Okay, thank you. All right, with that being said, if there's nothing else that you awesome people want to talk about in the chat, we can end this show and I can go and get me something to eat. I've been up for quite a bit of time, and then I had to put this show together. Then I had to revamp the show when I knew that it was going to be just me. So Universal is saying 16 wrestlers are injured right now. Wow. Shout out to all of the wrestlers that are on the injuries list. Hopefully they get a speedy recovery, and take your time to heal so that we'll see you again. And Universal is saying, God bless Shane. Awesome job. Universal, thank you so much for the love. Thank you. And Brian says, he says, go eat, brother. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Brian. You too, man. You too. So with that being said, I'm going to press the big button and we are going to end this out. Here we go.
And that's the bell, folks. You've been listening to the Three Bells Podcast with your host,
Mundo, CEO, President Manuel Lawan, First Lady Sylvie, Triple J, and Shane O'Mac.
Bringing the thunder from the ring straight to your speakers. But a conversation doesn't end here. Keep the conversation going in the comments. And follow us on our socials to get the latest scoop on WWE events and behind-the-scenes action. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and above all, stay tuned for more hot takes, news, in the world of wrestling. Expect the unexpected. See you on the next show, the Three Bells Podcast.
Thank you, everybody, again, so much for tuning in. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining in. And especially to everyone that hit our chat for tonight. Thank you today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Hope you had an awesome show, an awesome time with us. Why am I? Because I'm hungry. That's why I can't talk, because I'm hungry. Anyway, everybody, again, thank you so much for joining in. Don't forget, see those colored things over there? Those are our socials. You can check us out there for our recap shows. And let me turn this down. I'm sorry. And also check out Tri-State Mania. He's on those as well. What else is there? Don't forget, this Monday and Monday only. This Monday only. Raw is coming to us live at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. because they're doing a live taping for SmackDown, and that SmackDown is going to start the 2-hour SmackDown. 2-hour SmackDown starting Friday, July 4th. But first things first, 6 p.m. Raw. And then back to normal schedules for our Tuesday NXT, hosted by Mundo, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Again, shout outs to Mundo, aka CEO. Shout out to our sport guy, Triple J. Shout out to Lawan from Tri-State Mania. And shout out to our sister Sylvie. I know you guys were here in spirit, so thank you so much for helping me hold this down. I felt y'all. I felt y'all holding my back up like this, so I won't fall down, so I won't fall asleep. So again, thank you so much. And everybody out there, Brian, brother. Hey, shout out to DJ Youngernut. DJ Youngernut's in the house. Thank you so much, man, for joining in. Great show. Thank you so much. And to everybody out there, Universal, Yubong, who's our new friend? Justski. Thank you so much for coming in and tuning in. If there's anybody else I missed, there's one more person that came in from Zimbabwe. There's Lawan. There's Mundo. He was here. Yes. Praise. Prayz. Praise John. Praise. Thank you so much for joining us today, coming to us from Zimbabwe. It's all the way, that's like in, what's that, south of Africa, y'all. This is your homie, Shane O'Mac.
Here we go.
Reminding everybody to have an awesome week. I'm looking outside. It's sunny. Go outside and enjoy the awesome weather before it starts raining. It's supposed to rain later. Yuck. Anyway, join us on Monday. We see you Monday. Don't forget to laugh hard, love harder, and good fight. Good afternoon. Good night. As Jay would say about now, yeet. And then Mundo would say, and as always, no yeet.
He wants to do what? No one wants to hear that splash in the pipe. No.
Have an awesome weekend, everyone, and we'll see you on Monday, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Take care.